보기만 해 날 더디 가게 해 oh yeah 긴 하루만큼 더 널 거리는 멀어져 1, 2, 3 기억 속에 짙어 너의 이호를 지우며 한없이 가득거진 너로 채워졌던 그 길을 정리하고 yeah. 사랑을 숨길 수가 없듯이 이별도 숨길 수가 없잖아 사랑을 시작한 그 순간이 다르듯 이별도 그런가 봐이 사랑의 길 끝엔 oh yeah. 이별의 길이 펼쳐져 너는 저 보이지도 않는 yeah. 끝을 계속 난 걸어가 우리가 멀어져가
Hey everybody, this is Jay Takashi here to bring you guys another interview. I'm here with my man, Canadian-born Nigerian Black David. Sir,
how you doing?
Introduce yourself.
How you doing, guys? This is Canadian-born Nigerian, aka Black David. It's a simple, humble brother from the Himalayas, from Brooklyn, New York. That is.
All right. And like I say, guys, we're here to do an interview, and I'm here to get my man, Canadian-born, freaking his perspective, his beliefs, what he thinks, and also his occupation, what he works at too, because this man, he has some interesting views on the world, and I really want to hear it, and I think everybody should be able to hear what he has to say, because he's a very intelligent man. So, before we get into it, Canadian-born, is there anything you'd like to say?
I'll just say I'm honored to have this kind of interview because not only you're the first one to interview me. After you, I gotta do another interview later on, either next week coming up with Uncle Stu. So I gotta see what his schedule will be like because it seems like I've been trending for a while because I learned in life you better be authentic with who you are. Don't be fake. Don't pretend to be something you're not because after a while it leaves a bad taste in your mouth. That's just me.
Yeah. I can definitely agree with you there. Because I will strive hard every day to try to be very truthful to what I say on camera, and to make sure I never stray from it either. If I do, then I'm lying to everybody, but also I'm hurting myself. So I can't do that.
I'm gonna bring my board, my back screen because since got too much traffic going on the back end.
No, I got you.
I don't want to distract anybody.
AJ Bones, how you doing? Also, my man Network, thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. I'm gonna pull up the questions for him, and then we're gonna get started right away, guys.
Boy, I'm waiting with a question anytime.
Yeah, got you. I'm just pulling up. Like I said, there's a total of 7 questions we go through, and yeah, I don't do 10. I do 7. I think that's fair because not to make anybody be here longer than they need to be. Hold on.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I don't mind the question. I'm used to it.
Oh, got you. And then we have some bonus questions later on, and don't worry, those are the lighthearted questions. Just to get to know you more often than not, just for like relaxers. But okay, we'll get into the first question, my man. What is the nature of your job, Canadian-born?
The nature of my job.
Yes.
Right now I'm a IT specialist. My job title is more like a desktop support lead, which I'm looking for a huge international auto industry. And normally I was supposed to move to Portland. Thank God it didn't happen. Because I was looking for a job that would take me out of New York City. I've been out here for so long. To be in the computer field for 20 years, working with multiple entities. Either be a corporate bank, local and private hospitals, fashion industries. I've worked with NYPD. I've worked with the Board of Education. I've worked with the New York City Hospital Health Center, as well as Social Security. Working in IT, it allowed me to see so many different environments, so many different people, so many different ideologies on how people run their business. And it's a very ongoing learning experience because when it comes to IT, to be honest, I don't think there'll be a dull moment. You will have some day where you will get stressed that you feel like we ain't going to end, but at the same time, you're able to continue to learn new things as you go. I believe this one the career I would say to anybody. If you want something that will keep your mind going, never get tired of learning new things, this is one of the careers you ought to pick up. You don't have to do what I do. You can either do web design, you can do coding, you can do network support, you can do cloud computing. Wherever you're doing in the IT arena, there's always something new you will learn. That's why I choose this career, that's why I choose this path, because I love what it does. I build computers, I'm not gonna lie. I have more appreciation when you build something with your hand. If I wasn't gonna do a computer, I would have been a mechanic because in a mechanic you could build your own car or be a construction worker. I love to be part of something that allows you to build something and appreciate what your hand can create.
Okay.
This is something. This when I talk about these things, I thought to ooze out nothing but passion. Because when you build something on your own, you can say, "I created this. This is my handiwork." But at the same time, you're eager to go to the next level. You want to do more. I want to do a better build. I want to do a better design. If I can do a better put, you want to challenge yourself to see how far you can go. That's something I always look at life. As long as it's productive and keep me going and keep me driven, I'm not gonna stop doing this. I hope that answers your question.
No, 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 no. That answered my question perfectly, man. I think with any good person, they should be willing to check out what they're really good at. But also, also know what they're going, what they're getting into. My man, you and me know Jedi Mike, like with the stuff that he's done. Like I'm really impressed with him, and also he is Nigerian too. So it always makes me happy to see a brother that actually knows what he wants to do, and to go into the nature of what he wants to do on top of the job. Like I think that means a lot for people who are actually trying to strive for something. Because even for me, it was graphic design, and now I want to venture into like other forms of work, but it's more so I do it because I have a goal I want to do, because I do want to provide for a family, of course, but I need to be the backbone behind that family. That's what that is. My
And
family is
I'm
my
glad
my
you
family
said
is
that.
my heart.
I'm glad you said
Yeah.
that because as you were speaking, I remember that comment we had on Black Men on Filter about don't chase your dream. What I'm doing, it wasn't a dream, it was a passion.
Right.
My uncle taught me something. Do something that allow you to enjoy what you do. Don't do something that you'll get miserable doing.
Yeah.
When he told me that, at first I trying to think what he meant by that. And I realized, people go to work, they have a job, and they don't enjoy what they're working at.
Yes.
They come to work miserable every single day, and they take that negativity and spread it upon everybody else.
Yeah.
My uncle taught me something. Always work toward to get to where you want to do. Make sure you put your best foot forward, but make sure you do with great joy, great glad in your heart, because it does something to you. Maybe it do something greater for everybody else, but it keep you in the right line or path that you try to walk in. Because I didn't do computer all the way through. I was working fast food. I was flipping burgers. I did all the other dead end job. But
Right.
I make sure whatever job I do, I'll be the better at what I do. If I it's kind of funny. If I'm gonna be washing dishes, or something, I'll be the best dishwasher. If I'm gonna be flipping burger, I'll be the best my burger flip. I'm gonna be doing the register. I make sure whatever I do, I be the better I can in any area they put me at. Because I want to make sure along the way I build a core and work ethic. And I realized
Right.
all those dead end job, it brought me to where I am right now because if I didn't have that level of discipline to do what required me to do the job, imagine when I get that big job, would I able to keep that job longer? You know how many people out there want to get that high paying job to make that big bucks, but don't have the work ethic, they don't have the discipline, they don't have the drive to maintain that job and grow with that job.
Hmm.
But they're willing to go behind people back, create confusion, put out false information about a particular coworker so they can get a promotion off that person, but hoping that person fall. I've been collateral damage in corporate America where people lie on me and say they X, Y, and Z. But two things happen. Either they got rid of me and backfired them the worst way, or they didn't get rid of me and realized it was a bigger mistake to do to put a false information behind my back thinking that it wouldn't work because I learned one thing about doing. Let your work speak for itself.
Right.
When you have a long track record of doing your job on point, doing right the first time, and you keep it moving, you build a reputation whereby people not only respect you, they want to honor you within that area you work at. Let it be a big corporation. Yeah, you may have two or three haters, but out of the two or three haters, you will have an army of people like, nah, he don't work that way. I don't have to say it. They'll tell you. That's not him. He took care of my department. That man's on point. You know how many people he saved that time, came to our office? He fixed my machine, he fixed that particular machine, got everything working. He got the printer working.
Right.
He fixed that application. Everything working smooth. He got great cut. I remember working for S.M.Entertainment, the S.M.Entertainment company. They headquartered on 757 Fifth Avenue. That's the corporate headquarters. It's the International Fashion Corporation.
Hmm.
I left a huge reputation behind when people tried to destroy my name. They lied on me and got me fired on a Friday. The next week, I heard people were commenting on how managers of different departments were cursing out my boss, dropping F bombs. Literally F bomb. They cursed the hell out. I'm like, for what? The thing, how you fire the best guy in your team? For what? Knowing the department he saved?
Crazy.
They didn't realize
Incompetent.
I was feeling confident, but I thought they were going to bring me back. But I realized in corporations, some people want to bring it back, but you know why? And they want to bring it back. It's more like putting more hardcore in their head to admit that they were wrong. They
Yeah.
made sure not to bring me back because they know if I bring back, they bring me back, I'll rub it in their face. I'll give them that look. I don't have to say it. I'll give them that look. Like, what you game time give it to me for? I'm making you guys look good. But you can't give it to me to take my glory. And if that glory was never yours to begin with. A
Hmm.
manager would try and take my glory and take my huge amount of admiration that was being passed to me. I would here's the joke though. I don't care about you praising me.
Same here.
Know my highest? When I do an excellent job and the job is done well, that gives me that motivation to keep going. Do the next
Yeah.
one, do the next one, do the next one. When I know I got a job done for you, I am happy that I did an excellent job. So I don't care about you praising me, go all that accolade. I could kill it. I keep it moving. I'm not staying there for you to praise me. I'm done. Who's next? I'm done. Who's next? I'm done. Who's next? And I was doing that. The manager was intimidated by me because they're getting emails from other people from the department, directors, assistant directors, managers, thanking for the job where they're going above and beyond because they had an issue other people was not trying to fix. So I went there and made sure the problem was fixed and done and over with. So I want to come back again. I want to make sure I get everything done wherever I go because that was just me. I judge what I do. I like to fix things. That's not the job of an IT guy. Our job is to fix the problem that most people cannot fix. So why should I go there pretend to be something I'm not and not fix the issue? Something I was trying to question that for a while. And that was one of my coolest jobs ever. I could get hookups from these corporate heads. Because I learned it before in the past. When you work with these big fashion corporations, you do a real good job. They will hook you up.
Yeah.
One of the guy I was competing with, he was the executive desktop support. And he was getting beat headphones, ticket to the NFL game, ticket to the basketball game. The CIO, the CEO, whatever, they were like, they love what you were doing. Here, this is for you. So I was competing with him. I'm like, oh, that hook you up. No, I need to get up to
Right,
your
push you to
level.
be better. Yeah,
Yeah, I'll try to get to
it
his
does.
level.
Yeah.
So every week I look at all the tickets we done. I was always number two to him. He was always number one. I'm like, nah, I need to get number one. It was like a competition. I was knocking out tickets. I come to work
Mhm.
8:30. I better get time for a breakfast. I check my queue on my desktop. I have my laptop fully charged up. And when time for you to go on the floor, I take my laptop, put it in a little bag, go upstairs, open the laptop, I'm not gonna take it left and right. I
Mhm.
better have time for myself. When my laptop about to die, I'm trying to charge it. If I can't do that, okay, go back to my desk. I'll do some remote tickets. Get that thing done. My laptop again, go right back up to there. Sometimes I don't even eat lunch. There are several times my team member had to stop me. You need to get lunch. I'm coming, I got one more ticket. No, leave that ticket alone. Get something to eat. You're killing yourself.
That's true.
Not realizing that I was so zoned into my job. I will compete with number one. I want to take number one position.
And put
I
him
don't
on.
like
Yeah,
to
yeah. Put him on
lose.
the other end. Yeah, I got you.
I don't like
I
to
got you.
lose. I was so focused in beating him. I was getting shorter top, opening, taking clothing. I was just knocking out, taking left and right. Every week I look at the tally. Why haven't beat this guy yet? I'm doing more. I'm like, man. No one realized it. I would actually compete with him, and he noticed that. The guy knew, but he knew he not gonna give me no time of day.
Oh no.
He said, "Nah." He like, "Nah, I'm not gonna either. This guy will overtake me." So we were competing within ourselves. It was a healthy competition, but it allowed me to stay focused on the task I had,
Right.
and I enjoyed it. That's the weirdest thing. I enjoyed it. They took advantage of me. I was doing so much work and get paid less, but I enjoy what I do because of the passion. And I realized the American work field don't have respect for hardworking people. Imagine that.
Hmm. Wow.
20 years in the field, being that same way in anywhere I go to. I realized corporate America, the so-called American dream, you work hard, you work smart, you work wise. I did all three under one package. I was working wise, I was working smart, and working hard. Because sometimes I gotta carry some heavy equipment, but I make it look like I'm enjoying it. I get my little workout to it. But at the end of the day, when you're doing too well, they don't like that. I had a
Definitely.
saying in New York City, working in corporate America, New York City. If you're a black man, you work twice and harder. You work twice harder than your white counterpart. If you are the Caribbean or the island whatsoever, you gotta work 3 to 4 times harder than your white counterpart. But if they find out you are African, you have to work 5 to 10 times harder to prove your worth. Can you imagine that? There are
It's
different
crazy.
levels from African American to the Caribbeans to pure Africans.
It's pure.
Pure African, we have to prove our worth on a whole different level and scale to show that we're not just like everybody else.
You have to put in extra work to show that you like say you stand above the rest. Then the I would say and it's not an insult to people, but it's more like the averages is what you would call it. Yeah,
Because
I definitely.
if you don't do that, they may think you're lazy. You know you're not lazy.
Yeah, because automatically I don't want to talk to you because they seem like the lazy type.
And it's
I've gotten that a
funny.
couple times.
And it's funny when I see this happening and I'm like, wow, it is so amazing. I went to a Japanese financial firm
Hmm.
whereby the manager was a black brother. I was thinking, oh, I will feel among the crew because he's not white, he's not Puerto, he was black. Either you're African American, queer, I feel like, oh, be okay, I'll be cool. I come in, they're coming from MTA. They'll pay me more than I'll pay in my MTA job. I get in there for a particular job, which for window migration. They didn't want me to do the job I was being paid to do. Because on the interview, I showcased that I was more than enough to do the job required for me to do. So
Okay.
they were more intimidated by me.
I think
I can't.
you were overqualified, and you're pretty much smarter than most of their cats. Yeah.
That I hate that word. I never
I hate
hear overqualified out of
overqualified.
my
I
mouth.
hate that.
That
Yeah.
term left a bad taste in my mouth for many, many years when I hear people tell me you're overqualified.
Right.
And I'm like, I'm trying to apply for a job, but you're overqualified. But I need a job, but you're overqualified.
Yeah. It's a stupid term. I know. I'm like, when you overqualified, this is what you wanted.
When you said it,
Like,
it brought
I
back
think they want
memories.
stupid people. I'm gonna be real. I think they want stupid people. Whenever I hear that, I think you want a stupid person.
That exactly when I hear that, the first thing that comes to my mind, like,
Mm-hmm.
what? I'm trying to find who first started that phrase. You're overqualified. Like, what the hell? So they got me doing warehouse, doing inventory. What I'm being paid to do, what I'm supposed to do, they want me to do it. They brought some young guy who was some college kid, and they want him to do what I was supposed to do. I was there for like almost 3 months, 2 months, 4 months, and they trying to let me go and fabricate a lie. They tell some black old school dude to come to me and tell me, "Oh, they're gonna let you go, but they feel like you don't want to work." I put the guy to the side and I give him the business. I said, first and foremost, I would expect him to send someone to me and try to play me for.
Right.
I broke it down to him. These guys are wasting my time. I left a huge, massive project. NTA, the Metropolitan Transportation Authority, that has the subway and bus running throughout the whole five boroughs of New York City. They ever look up MTA? They both the subway, the buses, the bridges, the tunnel, the paratransit. Ever have been to New York City who know what I'm talking about? They control all that within the five boroughs, including Long Island and the Metro North region. I had to go multiple site locations with multiple team members to replace machines, to replace wide boxes, to hook up printers, do all that extra stuff within the five boroughs. That's about a 25,000 plus machine migration. When they say machine, that includes both desktop, laptop, and wide devices.
Right.
With a small group of guys, we're going all over the five boroughs. I live a huge massive project to come to your small project. You're trying to downplay me because you fear that I'll make the job look easy. You have me doing inventory. A lot that I do not want to work. The work that you put to have me doing, you didn't want me to do it anyway.
Right.
And I told the guy, you think I'm that stupid? If you knew I was overqualified, you could have told me in my face
Right.
that I wouldn't come on this project to begin with. I came on this project because you paid me more money. But what I good at what I'm doing, you didn't want me to do it.
Yeah, and they'll give you the runaround like nobody's business. And like they'll even say, like I said, either tell me that either tell me I didn't get the job, or tell me no, either tell me why, or tell me that you're not going to tell me and let me go on my day. The minute you decide to come up to give me the rudimentary BS, and it's like and everybody get mad at me like you're so rude and so tempered. Like no, I'm freaking direct. Like I
And
said,
get what
when you like I said, because you do that, you insult my intelligence and you incite my theory. On that, please do us the favor and freaking jump in a river.
and
Seriously.
get what? When that old guy told me that a week later, they decided to let me the manager escort me down. I was glad. But when we got in the elevator, I told the manager off. I said, if you knew that I was too overqualified for the position, you could have said it. I don't have to come here and you have me doing inventory when you fear and the guy who's doing the work I was supposed to be doing, he got a full-time position, but he's doing that to get overtime money. You
Yeah.
knew that if I took over that particular task, what you were doing, he ain't getting no overtime money.
No.
So you wasted my goddamn time doing inventory, fabricate stuff that I did not want to work. You had me wait for 2 freaking months to get admin password, which I still haven't got yet. Will allow me to do the job I was supposed to do it, but you prevent me from doing it. I said, in my MTA job, I had to inventory 300 to 400 machines by myself within a day. 300 to 400 desktops.
Right.
It's not that easy to do.
Mm-mm. Clearly not.
And you have to do it in a very systematic way whereby you're not taking too much of the bandwidth. It doesn't take long to get done. It gets done quickly. If anything, with 3 to 4 long tables, if you have two switches or 3 switches
Mm-hmm.
with enough cabling and a tray protector, you can emit about 50 to 60 machines per hour. It's done
Wow.
correctly.
Yeah.
And we set up the room that we had in that way where we were punching out machine like with a factory.
Oh, okay.
So if you're good at what you do, you can do it by yourself. But technically speaking, not a lot of people have to work actually do it by themselves. Me and one particular team member, either he did it by himself or I did it by myself, did it together. We're doing putting down math numbers. I was considered the workhorse of the team. And no one could outdo me. Nobody could touch me.
Mm-hmm.
And I leave that part to come to your crappier project, and you kind of that guy realized I called him out on everything. I talk about what I've done and detail to the point where he realized he effed up. The guy gave me his phone number, his email, so I could use that to reference. I said, well, I'm apologizing for wasting my goddamn time.
Right.
Less than 2 months, I got a job not too far from that job site. And they allowed me to do what I was supposed to. At first, there was some pushback. Again, I think I said I'm not gonna get mad no more. I'm gonna chill. When time for me to get the work done, people see who I was all about, and they was amazed.
Right.
I knew corporate America don't like hard-working people, and I found that scary though. First thing came to my mind: where are the black corporation at?
Mm. Honestly, they're, I would say they're on the lower end. They're on the lower end spectrum. They're going to be honest.
And now you see what I say. What I say. The Northern
Mm-hmm.
other power couple. When I keep saying we need to build our own infrastructure,
Yes.
I know
I
what
mean,
I'm talking about because I
yep,
work in
exactly.
it.
Yeah.
I see what I see. I experience what I experience. Everybody say we want our own. We want our own. Yeah, we want our own. But are you willing to put the work in to get our own?
Mm, I would say, some are and some aren't. It's like 50-50, but a majority of ours, no. Majority, no. Is
I
what
don't
I would
want
say.
to. I don't want to sidetrack. I'll put his name up. William Martin of the William
Mm-hmm.
Martin Filter / Black Star Network. Some guys on the YouTube street don't like him, and I'm trying to figure out why you don't like him. What are you doing that is better than what he's doing? The man have worked for CNN and TV1. He's a real journalist. He had a credential to prove himself. He worked for black newspaper in Chicago before he did CNN and everything. His resume is there. He created a black news that keep the black people informed for the past 3 years. He has interviewed the president of Ghana, the only black journalist within the United States who able to get a one-on-one interview with the president of Ghana when that time they have the welcome back the people of the African diaspora.
Right.
Now he did recently another interview with the president of Liberia. He's making connections. He's expanding his news program. He's hiring black excellence. So when people want to crap on him, what are you doing? Who's doing what he's doing?
They're just talking. They haven't not really doing anything.
That's what I look at. I hate when people do this so much.
Right.
I ask them, who do you think is doing better than him? Please put it
Nobody.
out there.
Nobody. I'm be honest, nobody.
And that would drive me nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't like one. Okay, what you don't like about him? Be more specific about it. Tell me what he did that you did not like.
Right. And
My
it's just a
uncle was a
matter of when
journal.
people.
My uncle
Oh,
was
no,
a
go ahead.
journalist. My uncle was a journalist in Nigeria. He knew people come who got shut down due to dictators did not like the fact he was publishing the truth.
Yeah.
Keyword: the truth. He was being objective. He found it on what a journalist is supposed to be. These days we have fake journalists who will lie on TV for the sake of making a dollar.
Mm-hmm.
Rolling get on top of the news. A lot of the news that affect our black community. That he try his best to go out to every area. He get it there first before you see it on CNN, on MSNBC, or whatever news channel you may be watching afterward. But he get the in-depth interview with these people. Know what the hell is going on. But yeah, people want to crap on Roland Martin. Yes, I funded his network for 3 years and over $50 a year. Small dividend. Yeah, everybody. If you could give me $50 once every year, yeah, 20,000 people do that. You're able to hire people, get a bigger studio, do hire staff writers, hire on the field reporters to be out in the field and report the news. And he's transparent about it. Keyword: he is transparent about it.
Transparent. Yeah.
Where's Dr. Umar Johnson in the so-called school? Was he being transparent? I'm taking it. I'm taking a job. I'm taking
Yeah.
a
No.
job. Everybody got
Mm-hmm.
something to say about William Martin, but the man is transparent. Who doing what he doing and being transparent about it? These things that I speak, I talk about, it all construct my view of how I see life.
Definitely agree with you, man. Like it's some things that people are just kind of ignorant towards, and then people just let them rock sometimes. And I'm like, I'm not one of those people, and I'm just like, well, they're ignorant and they don't know anything, and I'm not using that as an excuse for them. But the thing is, they can't really. But if I put them in a conversation full of educated college graduate boys who actually graduated, they wouldn't last 5 minutes, let alone a second with them, my boys. I'm talking, educational things, because they've studied the craft. These people are just saying stuff because they're jealous or they have no drive. The only two things I can think of, or they're following the
Actions.
fad. Yeah,
My uncle tell me this all the time growing up. Actions speak louder
louder than
than
words.
words.
Yep, I love that, and I go by actions. That's how I judge people. I don't judge by their wordplay. I judge by the acts of what they do. And I told people, listen, listen, I'm not excluded from that. Follow, see what I do at work. See how I get back here, see what I do. If I'm consistent with anything that I said, then I'm telling the truth. Those are my actions. My actions will
Uh,
tell you that.
and
And
this is trust me, if you were to pick my brain, what I think about a lot of things, you'd be surprised. My views are always straight and narrow. I don't try to be too opinionated, but I look at things in a very objective, logical mindset, and I
mhm,
give you the pros and the cons. And I
of
like to
each one.
choose for yourself. If you ask me for a consultation, I'll say these are the two things you can look at. It's your choice to choose.
All right.
That's all I can tell you. And I realize when you live that type of mindset, live that type of lifestyle, it keep you steady, so you won't be flip flopping.
Got you. Got you. I'm gonna get to the
Next
second part of the
question.
question. Yeah. No. I appreciate this whole thing because I actually wanted that exchange to go for like maybe like 12 or 15 minutes. We managed to
No,
go to 20.
trust
That's good.
me.
That's good.
I got
Because I knew you have a lot to
you
say,
don't
so
want me
that's
to
why I
go
let it
talk
rock.
about. My wife would tell you I can talk.
I'm the same way. I could talk a lot if I wanted to. The difference is I learned how to hold back a little bit and then just let people speak. That was me humbling myself and bettering myself. I want to hear
No, it's
people
fine. It's fine.
directly.
I'm a
That's
humble guy
right.
too. I respect
Yeah.
what you do.
hmm Yeah. I mean, that's how you learn from the other person. See, and I told people, remember when I tell people when they need to shut up and listen? That's what I did. The same thing. I follow my own advice. Yeah. I want to hear exactly what you're saying. and not just pick out the things you're saying, but actually hear what you're saying because I've seen
And
it. Yeah.
and then I have to be that way because I listen to you, I listen to Jetty, I listen to Black Men Unfiltered, and I like to listen
Mhm.
and see where your view come from. There is something that struck me. If I have to put back, I will put back, but I'll give you a logical, honest argument and
Mhm.
see if you can see it from this view, or maybe there's so many different views to that particular problem. Because
Right.
life is simple, but we as men, we make our life complex.
Thank you. Yes. I really believe that. You make it harder than it actually
Life is very,
is.
very simple. It's just that the
Yeah.
world we live in, society we live in, they don't want a simple life. They make it complex to the point whereby they
Complicated.
confuse their
Yeah.
own self.
Hmm.
It
And
is what it is.
for some for reason, there are a bunch of you know what? Screw it. Screw it. I'm not gonna hold anything back. There are a bunch of freaking bloodsuckers, as far as I'm concerned. They just want to feed off the freaking nonsense of other people and just like or the goodness of people, but just try to make things hectic and chaotic. And I'm not a fan of that. Those are the people. Shoot, I can't even say that, but they should get the witch trials treatment. That should give them an understanding of that because they're crazy.
There's nothing you can do about it. History will show you of all the bloodsucker of many generations. And there's
Hmm.
nothing you can do about it. It will be there.
There's always going to be
And
the one that controls the herd. Yeah, he's in the background. He always is. And that's something that's not a conspiracy. They're always in the background until they come out and reveal themselves. Once their
and
lackeys can't do anything.
and you have to live your life in a way whereby you're not really worried about what people say about you behind your back because I learned this from experience when people like to spread, and I realized something that stood out. You can spread women about me, that's fine. But what I would not tolerate about me is a lie that's not being validated.
Right.
If you
I can
say something
definitely
about me
understand that.
that's not true, I'm not gonna play around with you with that because I'll look you dead in the face. You got proof, put it out there, let me see.
Exactly. Like, don't just say something just to
I'm
say
not
it.
gonna chase you. I'm not gonna threaten you. But hey, put it out there. Let me see. Make sure it's properly validated.
Right.
If I did something wrong,
Definitely.
I will admit it. I will definitely admit it because nobody here is
Same
perfect.
here.
I'm not perfect. Nobody in this world is perfect. When the person I know is Jesus Christ. Other than that, nobody else it's a fake. It is what it
Mhm.
is.
No. Definitely, no, definitely, like man, like David, I agree with you.
If I want to
Like
be
I said, it's
shady,
just a matter of
if I
people
want to
being
be
moving
shady, you know what I
around.
would say? He who without sin cast the first stone.
God cast the rock, and please believe he's winding up.
Hey,
I remember that line.
I'm a nerd. I throw a jab in whereby you can't come back on. I'm like, hey, let's see how you answer this one right here.
Be like, there you go. I
Man,
agree with you, man. I'll get to this next question, and then after that, I think we'll have let's see, was that one, two? I think like four more after that. But
no
I would
problem.
say, I would say, do you love your job? Do you love doing your job?
Love doing my job.
Yeah.
If I don't love it, I won't be doing it. To be honest with you,
Hmm.
I came a long way to be able to do something what I love to do. Even though my job right now is remotely, it's not hands on like I used to enjoy it because I'm one of those guys who like to interact with people, to engage with people, to I'm not gonna lie, I have a bad habit. I'm trying to pick your brain and see whether if I can get out of you for free. I'm dead serious.
That's fair. No, I
Either
do the same thing. I do the same thing to people. Like
either
even when
you're
I
in
talk to
banking,
ladies, I do the same thing.
either in
Yeah.
a law firm, either in fashion, in the business, in hospital, I'm gonna pick anybody and everybody brain. Let me see how much knowledge and information and wisdom I can take out of you and use it for my advantage.
Right.
I'm a student for wisdom. I want to keep picking every single brain. I remember one animation series with Max Payne, and his one character who's trying to make himself the most smart individual. He became like a brain zombie, and he
Yeah.
had to eat so many people's brains.
Right. Right. Right.
I was like, Nah, I can't be that way. I'll be you being too damn greedy. You only can take only so much. Don't be trying to take everybody's brain cell, but that's just who I am. I want to get as much information and much knowledge and wisdom as possible because I don't know everything. I don't.
Same here. I don't either.
So I'm
I'm
willing to
trying to
learn.
learn from other people.
I'm willing to listen. I'm willing to interact, engage. I like to be in a place whereby people from different walk of life we can sit down and have a honest discussion, talk about topics, have some honest debate, check out different opinions and views that is more a logical standpoint and see if it could work or not and test them out. This way you say iron sharpen iron. I don't want to be around people who just fake and they're being degenerates, being some hypothetical question, but they know what they're doing. They're going to the left, they're going to the right, they're not really getting to the point of things. They're playing games. I don't like those kind of people at all.
Yeah,
They say, want to build the black community. No, you're not trying to build a black. You're looking for excuses. You want to build a black community? Let's get to work. What can we do?
I
What
agree.
can we change? So yeah, I love my job. I love what I do. Doing what I'm doing, it allowed me to see purpose. Keyword. I've said it several times. You gotta have a purpose in life.
Oh,
If
okay.
you don't have a purpose in life, you're not gonna be able to enjoy the work you're doing for a living. Like Candyland, I've had so much respect for Candyland. As a
Oh yeah, I do.
nurse,
I have a lot of respect for that lady.
I
She's a
I give
yeah,
a shout out to her, and she heard it. I'm giving you a shout out. You're a very honorable woman. Do what you do, and you have so much passion and drive for your patient. Not too many nurses will have that kind of love and desire to make sure every patient that you work on come home safe and sound. People like her need to get their flowers. I just wanted to name.
definitely.
So if she see this interview, I'll give her a shout out.
Oh
I
no,
love.
she was in the comments. I think like maybe like 2 days ago. At least waiting on this, and I saw her comment, and she says, "I'm looking forward to this interview because she knows you and she knows me. I've talked to her a couple of times, so trust me, Ken Ann's amazing."
Like I said, I may remember some name up my head. I will pop it out. Another one, Queen. I forgot her name. She's a social worker. Another one who have passion.
Yeah, Queen. Yeah, I didn't talk about Queen. Yeah,
That's another one I have respect for. I give her my flowers because man, being a social worker and do what you're doing and see what you see and dealing with it, it's a huge impact type of job. But she got the drive to see people that you she help and see the joy and happiness and to keep going. Those kind of people I have respect and honor to. I respect people who walk the straight and narrow path and are very honorable and very noble and do what they do best and they're very authentic. That's just me. If I see you doing something, I'll take my hat, I'll give you that wave. I'll open the door, I'll bow, I'll give you the flower because you deserve that.
right.
I want to say otherwise. Black men on foot, another one like that. Man, you pastor, who got a love and a passion to protect the young ones.
He
Another man
definitely
I will
does.
show my respect to.
I respect him a lot too. Yeah, from what he said he did for that girl and everything, I really respect him for that.
Man, there are people I come across in life who make me want to nothing but show them honor and respect because that's their heart, that's their drive, that's their passion, and they do it without having no grudge in their heart. And I'm trying to find that the right word for it because those kind of people are special. They are.
Hmm.
So Hill's another one. I give
Sir
my
Hill's
hat
a
out
good
to
man.
him.
Security boss, yeah, she's good.
Oh, no, Security Board. I
I
respect
respect
that
her a
woman.
lot actually. That
That's
woman is
people.
blessed.
Those are people who motivate me to even go further, do what I do best. Because you know why? I thought I told him just me. When you interact with people like that who are passionate and you can hear from the word how they articulate themselves to give it their point of view, Auntie TJ, I've heard my elder too.
Right.
She's humble.
Mm,
She know what she did, but she know how to
mm.
self-reflect and tell and share to people. You don't want to go down the path I went to. Yeah. Oh man, you gonna have me listening to people who make me do what I do best. I'm sorry
Oh,
because
okay. No,
I'm
that's cool.
genuine. Because I've been on YouTube for more than what? since 2008, 2000 when it first came out. I
Oh
remember how
wow.
much
Hmm.
I used it for my own purpose for information. Since the time YouTube was bought out for how much? $1.2 billion. Right after the acquisition of MySpace would acquire for only almost a half a billion. I still remember. That's how much I know about YouTube. YouTube
Oh,
got
that's
acquired by
crazy.
Google for a huge chunk. And
Right.
look at YouTube right now. So
Crazy.
me, I only use
Mhm.
YouTube to get information about latest PC, latest gadget, latest video card, latest sound card, whatever. Then I follow people like J2 Cent, Gaber Nexus, Limers from Limers Tech, the
Right.
three ultimate nerds in PT building. I wish I did what they did early on. Remember that could have been me.
Mhm.
Because at that time, when they started out, I could have started on the same time, but I didn't feel like it would have worked for me. I was going through something in life at that time, so I didn't have the means to do that. But I'm glad that people like that out there where people like me, we do better in IT, we could go to the website or go to the YouTube channel, watch some of the videos, see the review, the authentic review about a certain product before I venture into it. Remember, after I build computers, right?
Right.
I take some idea from J2 Cent. I take some idea from Game Nexus. There's other PT builders I follow who are top of the line. Another one designed by IFR. I shout out to him. Sick dude from Australia. Guy is very creative. Makes some of the best PT I've seen so far. He's good at what he does too. So for me to do what I do for a living, which is this is my workstation,
Hmm.
I want to make sure what I do, I'm the best of the best of the best. Even though they don't tell I'm the best of the best, I want to make sure I become the best of the best of the best. When you do that, you have such pride and joy in your work. I'm not all about this, like people want to do. People out
Right.
there
You
like
mean
to brag. I
yeah?
like
People
to,
like to talk. Yeah.
I like my work speak for itself. If I could be the best PT maker, I'll work on that. Yeah, it costs money. I'm not gonna lie.
It
I got,
does.
I don't need a bigger space. Maybe a bigger house or maybe a 4 bedroom apartment. I can have 1 bedroom at my studio. It takes time and effort to do that because once you enjoy what you're doing and you're so into it, your skill set will continue to grow. The way I love my job. My job challenged me. My job always keep me going. It's never a dull moment. You always learn something new.
That's
And I
true.
realized when your brain is active, it keeps you from dementia. Anybody know about that yet?
Yeah. The guys make a note of that. He's very true in what he's saying in that.
An active mind keep you far away from dementia. You have to keep the brain active
Yeah.
always. If I'm
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
active on
Never let it go.
PT, it's anime. If it's not anime, it's in the gaming. If it's not in gaming, my friend will keep telling me about gadget like the smartphone. What do you think about this smartphone? And we go back and forth. We share opinion, technical opinions. I might be right, he might be right. I might be wrong, he might be wrong. We figured it out. We go on to the next topic.
Yep.
That's when you realize you can have a good intellectual conversation. I hate having boring conversations with people who got nothing to show for. I just can't
That,
do it. I just can't. When I talk about anime, I was going old school on anime. Went from anime that came out in the 1980, the 1970 to the 19 what 1980s, 90, 2000. There's anime
right.
that been out in the 60s and 70s that I would love to watch and know who the creator or who did it, how it came about.
Geno Cyber, yeah, yeah. Like I said, there's a whole bunch. Oh, okay, I'll save that question for later because I think that's one of the bonus questions to be honest. Because we could make a whole hour stream about that. Like, to be honest, that
I
whole question is gonna take up the whole hour, maybe more, like 2 or 3 hours if we go into that. That's okay because there's so much out there.
and then there's people I learned a letter from some of my Korean and Japanese friends back in the yesteryears. They
Hmm.
taught me they say anime is not like cartoon. Don't ever compare
Thank
anime to a
you.
cartoon.
Thank
Everyone
you.
who listen to this, I was saying it right now clear. Anime is complete anime. Cartoon is cartoon. When it comes to anime, there's so much passion. There's so much drive for perfection. If you watch the anime series of the 1950s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, and look how they first started and look at it up to now, there's a huge, massive jump. The anime series is now it's a global phenomenon. They're a huge fan base. Man, why you think American company try and get the piece of the pie?
Maybe because they're running out of ideas and they know it makes money. But honestly, like I said, this is Japan's creation, which is why I love them so much, because they've actually created something that everybody can love over America. And I tell people, I say what you will, man. Without anime, dude, I'd probably be the most boring, unmotivated bastard in the world, to be honest. But there was other. I mean, I had, like I said, whether I had my father or not, like there had to be something to go to whenever I had like a cooling period. A cooling period
Of
made me feel
course.
good. Like if it's just like just work and not doing anything after that, I'm bored as hell.
Let me put it like
Especially now
this:
that I'm older. So yeah.
when you were a nerd,
Yes. I was a
that
nerd that did sports.
anybody out there who hears my voice, if you're a nerd, there's nothing to shame to be a nerd. Because thing is, you see things different from a regular person. You analyze, you're more logical of things. You try and see things in a very different angle, how to approach it, how to dissect it, how to execute it. There's nothing wrong with it. I tell that right now. Be proud to be a nerd. Because when
Yeah.
you're a nerd, you're able to understand things faster and more effective than other people. You're not gonna understand when you see things from a different point of view because you trained your mind to have multiple simulation. I used to do simulation in my head but before I make a decision. What if I do this? What if I do this? And I do it. I'll be in my head multiple simulation. If I would have done this way, would I come on this way? If I done, and I do it before I do anything. Also, know what? This might work, and I try it out.
Yeah.
I may do that to you. It will does. Let me stop.
It
Let me
does.
for the next question because
Oh no, 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 don't worry, guys. Like I said, we're getting there. Don't worry. I don't worry, Dory. This is gonna be a question. I think I know you're gonna be able to answer for me. Okay, what made you want to be married and start a family?
when did this first started? I think I was in the second or third grade when doing my class. The teacher was asking everybody, "What want to do when you grow up?" Some of my classmates talking about want to be a firefighter, want to be a doctor, want to be an astronaut. I stand up and say, I want to be happily married with kids, with a boy and a girl, with a nice house and a great job. And I was considered to be the weirdo.
Hmm,
I don't know why. At a young age,
not weird.
you ever heard the kids in second, third grade? They act when they're doing. I want to talk about being married, with a good wife and some kids, a nice house and a good job.
I mean, I don't think that's weird when they're younger. To be honest, because somebody said like, "Yo, when let's say I want to be a teacher," like I've heard a girl that says I want to be a teacher, but I want to be a wife to somebody. I've heard little girls say that when I visit kindergartens.
Yeah, but
So
you don't. How often do you hear that?
now, less,
That's the thing.
less, yeah.
So for
As opposed
me,
to back then, yeah, there was a lot of people saying it.
I don't know
Now,
what it
no.
was. I don't know what it did. Like you said back then, it's less. But me, when I said that, there was something that happened during that time because I was watching my family. My mother and father going back and forth, arguing, fighting, divorce, then we married back together, then divorce, then we married back together. I was trying to figure out what's just wrong with them because when I started reading the Bible at the age of 7, I saw something was not adding up to me. The scriptures say one thing, but my mother and father do things completely different. And I'm trying to figure out why. Whenever I ask the
Oh,
question, they'll tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. So as time fly and time pass by, spent 7 years in Nigeria, one thing hit me. I was wondering, could I have found one in Nigeria first before I came back here, or it was meant to be? Because when I came back out here, I was looking for a wife in my 20s. I was not planning to be married in my 30s. To be straight up. The dating scene, man, the disappointment I go through, the heartbreak to get cheated on and walk into it. I don't know how a guy does it. You walk in, your own girlfriend cheating on you with somebody else. How you
Yeah.
compose yourself. All I know, I blacked out, came back. Before I do anything, I just looked at her, turned around, and walked out. You know how the computer act when you try to do something and it's freed up on you?
Yeah. Multiple
That's how
times.
my whole body went to that mode, this blackout. Like it could not register. And did the girl lost my virginity too. On top of that, I just okay. It's time for me to go. I couldn't even take it. And I was asking myself, why me? It happened with her, it happened with another one, and I was like, I lost trust in women. That I was never going to get married till I met my wife
Right.
in my 30s. And I had this little prayer with my Lord. I said, if I don't get married before the age of 35, I am not getting married at all. And the reason why I said that, because I always loved children, but I never felt comfortable having kids at a late age. Now, hear my logic
That's
behind
fair.
it. Ladies and gentlemen, this my logic. To me, it's better to have children in your 20s and your 30s. When your kid become teenage, you have the energy, the mental capacity to deal with them.
To deal with them. Yeah.
When you start having kids in your 40s and 50s, add 10, no, not add 10, 15 years after that. What
Oh
will mental,
shoot.
what will your mental capacity be at that time?
Oh man.
I'm a logical thinker for a reason.
I know what you mean. Uh,
So
it won't be very good.
when it comes to having a family, you have to be logical about it. You want to have your kid when you're 41, 42. Then by the time your son or your daughter turns 13, 14, 15, you're about to enter your 50s and 60s, and you don't have the mental capacity nor the physical stamina or the mental stamina to do what the shenanigan teenagers do to their parents. Like,
Yeah.
come on, fellas, ladies, really? You have time to get a nanny to watch over your teenage kids?
Right. Don't make any sense.
I'm sorry if I hurt anybody's feeling who watched this. I could care less. I hurt your feeling, but I'm letting you know. Ain't nobody in their right mind is prepared to deal with teenagers in their 50s nor their 60s.
Right.
Teenager will take full advantage of you unless it's by God going you have a good child with a gentle soul and not trying to drain you. Otherwise, I wish you luck, my brother, my sister. I am not walking on that path. No siree.
You can't do that. Yeah. That's kind of wild.
30's
Like,
okay. 30's
yeah,
have kids in
30.
30,
30's fine.
early 30's okay. But not
Yeah, I'm 30
entering
right
your
now. So
40.
yeah. Yeah. Right.
I have my two kids, my son and my daughter. My wife got a daughter way before she met me. But I adopted
Right.
as my own. And I treat her like she's my own. She gave me two beautiful grandkids. And I still love them to death. My grandson,
That's what's
please. I love my grandson. It was funny about my grandson.
up.
He loved me more than his mother and his father. We
No,
played
it's
this
funny.
game. No, let me tell you this. I'll
It's
hold him.
funny.
I'll tell you, want to go to your mom? You look at his mom. You shove his mom away. If father were to come over and grab him, he put his father hand away. I say, hey, I told you he did the grandpa boy right here.
Yeah.
I love my kids. I love my children. I love my grandkids. That's the kind of person. And this is why I got married. I can't say I'm a homebody. I'm a family man.
Right.
My pride and my joy come from my family. not the money I make. That's extra. But my real wealth, when you have beautiful family, you can pass down generational wisdom and knowledge down to give to the next generation. That is my part of joy because this way you create a better society through.
Mm-hmm.
If it wasn't for my uncle in my country, I wouldn't be thinking. I won't be thinking this way. My uncle gave me strong wisdom, strong insight. What it is to have a family. Why it's so critical to have one. It's like an anchor to keep a man focused.
Hmm. It's crazy. Mm.
When you are a real man and you got real responsibility, you know what need to be done to make sure that property is taken care of. It will make you want to. So no, I'm not going to slack off. I got a mouth to feed. I got a generation to feed. The next
Yeah.
generation of successful people to take on. Do I respect Anton? Yo, Anton, they still get my hat off. I'm sorry. I'm not the unofficial spokesman for Anton there, but his views and his logic is for a reason.
Hmm.
I can't argue with him.
That's a good point.
He did it. He was successful in it. I'm his senior by age, but in marriage, I'm his junior. I'll be married for 12 years. He'll be married for 17 years, going to 18.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
A successful businessman, a successful father, a
Right.
multi-millionaire who have done it correctly. And he put his life on the web for for the world to see.
Right.
What more
That's
can you
it.
say?
I mean, all you can say is appreciate the hard work and the valor that both you and him have put in. You know, so in order to have what you wanted to have, and that's a lesson everybody should take from this.
And it's a funny thing. You know, he advocate marriage, but he don't like dating. He hate dating. He still get chewed out.
Yeah, yeah, no. And the thing is,
Yeah.
I'll say this: I kind of agree with him. I don't agree with dating unless you date with the intent of marriage. That's me.
But
That's
that's
what I
the
care about.
problem.
Yeah,
Dating of the yesteryears was actually courtship, but
yeah, actual
dating,
courting. Yeah, actual
but
courting.
the dating of yesteryears was done with the recommendation and the acceptance from both family.
Right, from the father and the father of the supposed other family, which is why I believe in arranged marriages so much. But I
And
talked about I talked about
no,
yeah,
I know people talk about arranged marriage, and I cannot argue about that because the concept behind arranged marriage, according to the Nigerian culture, was
yeah,
to
it
make
does.
sure they set up their sons or their daughter to be married to someone of great prospect who will lead that wife. No, let me say it correctly. For the son, the mom will reach out to the father. They what kind of bride we have for our son. So they'll reach out to prominent families. Each prominent family will bring their daughters. The father and the mother will interview the family, look at the daughter, and see what she have done. Then let the son say, "These are the choices you have. You pick and choose." Because you want to make sure the son is being put together with the right partner, so they can grow and create a next generation of great people. The thing about
That's true.
arranged marriage is it produces strong families. It meant to produce strong families, not broken families, but strong families. The dating
Hmm.
scene of today's generation is nothing more than a multi-trillion dollar industry. It's all about making money off the restaurant, making money from the gift and jewelries,
Yeah.
making money on the event. Everything was designed to generate wealth through the dating arena. The nightclub, the amusement park. Let's be real. It wasn't designed for the husband and fathers, the husband and wives, to be honest with you. Most of
Hmm.
the attraction we have right now in this world all across wasn't meant for the husband and wife. It was meant for the people in the dating realm. I be
Yeah.
clear day. It's never meant for I'm married. When the last me and my wife went to the amusement park. That was last year before COVID over messed up my family, but we were good. We all got our shot line, got our boots and everything. Fine. But before that, to me, I didn't want to go out nowhere because it is what it is. But before the COVID, when last time we went to a amusement park, it's been a while. We don't go to the amusement park every year
Right.
or every other month or so. But who go to these events or these restaurants or these places? People who were dating, who got money to spend. It's a multi-trillion dollar business. If I open a nice fancy restaurant where people can come in and wine and dine, it's good for couples. But how often you have married couple come out and eat a lot? Most married couple want to stay home and eat because they want to save money, unless they got money to spend and waste.
That's
That's
true.
the difference. It's mostly for people in the dating realm. It's what it is. They're the capitalist society, so I can argue with that. Arranged marriage is good, but
Definitely.
also, the reason I got married, it was to be with one woman because even though I'm a byproduct of a polygamy family, my father practiced polygamy. My father, older brother, practiced polygamy. My grandfather, from my mom's side, practiced polygamy. And I see the act of what polygamy really truly is. So the people out here in the YouTube too talk about maybe polygamy will fix the black community.
Oh yeah, we had that
No,
conversation. No, it won't. It won't.
I'm saying it right now. As a person who grew up in that environment, it's
Yeah,
never going to save the black community
it's not. Like
because
at least when they're not following it to the T like they do, like they should. And the
no,
thing
no, no,
is,
no.
they're taking aspects of what they think that will work.
Here, the part where
That's,
people don't get. Some people want to take the Bible, the scripture. I say you can use it, but you're not paying attention to the content of it. What are they going to use? Jacob. Oh yeah, Jacob had two wives, but in within
Jacob, yeah.
content. Well, what was Jacob trying to marry? He was trying to marry only one individual. He got played. He was trying to marry Rachel. Who the man gave her? He gave her Leigh. He worked
Right,
7 years to marry one person. He was forced to marry the older sister. And I worked
right.
another 7 years to get the younger sister. But even though he did that for two terms, he was given a lot of wealth and riches for that. On top of that, so imagine that people use that for polygamy. But yeah, but you have the wealth and riches, you got the resource to do such a thing to take care of two wives, to take care of three wives. Newsflash: if you want to practice polygamy, you put to take care of every individual woman you plan to marry, not she working out to take care of herself. That is real polygamy. If you want to do it,
Right,
you better have the money to do so.
right,
Otherwise, shut
right.
up.
Thank you. That's what I've said
Because
all
I could not
every day too.
understand all these guys talk about or want to practice polygamy. Are you making 7 figure? Are you making 8 figure? You got millions of dollars in your bank account? You got properties? Hmm? No, seriously. Polygamy is like running a corporation.
Yes, it's a business.
That's exactly what it is. You don't have a polygamy? Have you ever had a corporation before? Have you ever been in a corporation? Have you married a corporation? Like, come on. These guys I know in my country who have polygamy marriage, yeah, they got 2 or 3 wives, but they also got housemaids to help. You got money you got money to hire housemaids to help your wife? Let me answer. Let me hear anyone want to come at me now. I dare anyone. You hear me? I dare anyone who think I'm wrong for what I said. Come and challenge me, and I'll tell you. Better hope a bunch of African better don't come on the chat and shut you down too, because I'm not the only one who see this.
Yeah,
But
and
this is real talk.
definitely. And before I get to the next question, I'm gonna say this. I personally don't like people who try to bring up the polygamy argument because no, not you. I'm talking about people in America because they don't know shit. Screw it. They don't know
I
shit.
know.
They don't know shit about it. And the thing is, I've studied that when I was in college because that was something that intrigued me because of like the practice and where it came from. It came from like where you're from. Came in Japan. They even had it in China at one point. Like
Oh,
they actually had those areas. So yeah, it comes
and
from
now
multiple
in
sources.
China,
And Saudi Arabia too. Yeah,
in China situation, it's only being practiced among the ruling class. I said it before.
the ruling. Yeah, the
Polygamy
ruling
is
kind.
only done within the ruling class or the 1% class of the
One
wealth
percenter.
and riches.
Yes. Yeah.
If you're not of the ruling class, if you're not of the 1%er who have too much money, resource and access. You don't have to mean. What's my daughter doing behind the back now? Thank you.
We talked about.
This is Daddy Little Princess right here.
No, I got you.
If you notice, she look like me, the light skin virgin.
I can hear
Like I
her
said.
laughing.
Yeah.
Don't worry
Nice to
about
meet
it.
you.
Bye. So I'm
Behave.
telling you, when people want to talk about our polygamy and all, so I try to scratch my head. This is not a lifestyle. This is a cultural thing. And this is
Right.
deeply rooted in people's culture. And the culture that people are connected with it are people of a higher class. Polygamy is not practiced among the middle class.
Right.
Because
Never.
here's the problem.
It can never
Here's the
be.
problem. If you can't take care of more than one woman expensive and needs and want, don't do it.
Don't do it. And it's not for you, and it never was for you. That's how, and I had to be that direct with them because it was never for you. But
And that's the problem. People keep thinking it. I keep hearing it. I was like, come on.
even from rich dudes, like to me, they still don't know. Still don't know how to do it. To me personally, I'm talking about the ones in America. Some of them do not know how to
OG
do it.
Patrice share her experience. She didn't mention no name. Yes,
Right.
polygamy is not a swinger lifestyle. It has nothing to do with swinging.
It's not. But something different, completely different than what they're thinking. They're
And that's the problem.
yeah, because of the polyamory thing. Like guys, you don't know what that. I don't think you guys don't know what you're talking about, and that's what I tell them because it's like,
And the
ugh.
person who can give you more insight, Amira from the Repeat Network,
Amira, thank you. She's the
she is
perfect
part
one.
of it.
She's
She the
part
one that you can break it out even more because she's part of it right now.
right, and that's the way that you're actually doing it. Because I have a person, there's a person that I know that's part family member that actually has two wives, and he manages both of them. He makes more than me, of course, and
By far.
yeah, and he's
And he
able to
can
do it.
afford it. And he
Yeah,
can afford
exactly. I
it.
said he can afford it. That's the correct way of doing it. Separate, different households. Two.
And they're assuming that polygamy will help the black community. Like, are you
Mm,
stupid?
no, right now, no, or ever. Actually, here, I don't
That,
think so ever. I don't think ever, to be honest.
that's what I'm
I don't
saying.
know how that would
I
work.
dare anybody
To
in this
say that,
YouTube street, this black YouTube street. You want to challenge me? Be my guest. Or I'm just going to tell you, better hope and pray a bunch of African brother from the motherland don't try to call in and shut you guys down and tell you don't know what the hell y'all talking about. It's not going to be me alone that will tell you that. There are plenty of African brothers and sisters out there from the motherland. Don't have to be from my country who knows about these things, who've been about it, who've seen about it, they'll tell you. It's not what you think it is. It's not. It's not easy to practice. But you want to pick and choose and come on. It's not legal. Believe me, it's not legal. You can just I'm gonna take this piece and see how it's gonna work. Nah, this piece have too many connecting pieces. If you don't have the foundation for it, you can just forget it. So you take polygamy, you're taking the culture, you're taking the mannerism, you're taking the lifestyle, you're taking the responsibility, you're taking the headache. Now when you add the kid to it, you have enough money to take care of all the multiple kids. Don't say, oh, the wife got to take care of themselves. Nah, that's not polygamy. You're pimping them. You know what I said? You're not doing polygamy. You're pimping them. When you practice true polygamy, you pay for wife number one expensive. You pay for wife number two expensive. You pay for wife number three expensive. Take care of wife number one kids. Take care of wife number two kids. Take care of wife number three. If you can't do none of that, then shut the hell up. Y'all heard me? Public warning. Hey, Jay. Hey, it is what it is, Jay. Man, it's amazing how people want to do that. I got so much to say. All right. So today the internet's not working. If anyone got any question to ask me, please ask me any question on the chat room. I'm ready to answer any question. I'm here to answer. I'm free to answer anything. It is what it is. As a Nigerian brother, living out here in Brooklyn, New York, seen a lot, learned a lot. Got so much to share to people. So I'm checking the chat and see if anybody have any questions. Who is on right now? Your lovely GT. Wow. Don't have the question? Okay. We talk a little more about the polygamy thing. The thing about polygamy, it's not only, like I say, for the ruling class and for the 1%er, it's for people who have access, who got lands, who got properties. But these women who are new to the culture, who understand the culture, can partake in it. Polygamy could never work in the U.S. without conservatives right now. We're clear. What I feel, then I got a question. Tell them how you really feel. What's going on with you this weekend? Right now, this weekend, we got some family members here. The kids here. My daughter want to go shopping with her mom. She kind of tight about it. Her mom not going. My son is addicted to Spider-Man. Spider-Man junkie, that is. Got him off Fortnite, thank God. That Fortnite was driving me nuts. I don't know how these young kids play Fortnite. It's corny, it's lame, not even challenging. But hey, it is what it is. Now for me, for to do laundry, for to relax, maybe play some little game, but I need to get back to working out. It's just what it is. But what I feel the black movement did make some big changes, to be honest. Because I'm watching the black movement for many years, and I have so much pity. I know that a lot of people want to fix the black community, looking for a solution. The solution are out there, but the problem is, are you willing to execute it? Whenever it comes to a crossroad in life, that you want to make certain change that will affect the whole community on a positive or negative standpoint, you gotta ask yourself this question: what's the main goal of executing the plan you plan to execute? What will be the agenda behind it? How many people are willing to sign up and take a severe oath and live by it? It's just like a religion, like a faith. Within the black community, it can change, but for it to change, like I said on Black Men Unfiltered podcast, you need to stop awarding bad behavior. All of the black men, we have been responsible for that. I can't say not one black man was not responsible. Look at the 80s, look at the 90s, look at the 2000s. Who do we elevate? Who do we idolize? Who do we promote? Who do we invest our money in? There was a book out there that my brother gave to me. My brother's a minister. And that book talk about maximizing manhood. In that book, it said during the yesteryear, man used to ally men with integrity, men with dignity, men with honor, men with strong morality. But end up changing from that to the total opposite. And me reading that book, I realized it was totally true, because look at the people who put on the pedestal. The Jay-Z, the Nas, the 50 Cent, the Snoop Dogg, the Dr. Dre's, the Nicki Minaj, the Cardi B. The list goes on. What kind of music kind of what they put out there? Why you think corporate America took advantage of that? But before that, I understand the hatred about the drug epidemic, the war on drugs. But before that, how they took out certain things from the high school educational system, like trades. And I wanted to ask this question. It happened there, yes, but the Jewish community, it happened. They found a way to have their own school. Yes, I understand the American government, like Mr. Bennett said on Friday podcast, the American society don't want the black community to be successful. I believe that is true as well. But it's true that should never stop you. You should continue to push. Look at Tyler Perry. I really feel for Tyler Perry. He did certain things a certain way to accomplish the goal. Now, yes, he got heavily criticized for wearing a dress or wearing a woman's dress, an outfit to portray a certain image or character. Robin Williams did the same exact thing. He got highly respected. Martin Lawrence did the same thing, but he still got his career. Tyler Perry did that in the door different that he volunteered to do that, but he did it for a specific reason, to build something much bigger. How many people is doing what Tyler Perry is doing right now within our black community? Yes, people like William Martin do what he doing right, he do best. I respect him. I respect Tyler Perry. Who do I respect also? Brian Allen, the billionaire who owned the Weather Channel. He had his own, I can't call it cable company. Or is it? He trying to be one of the next cable provider, but he competed with the others, whereby he was going to so many lawsuits. He came out with a Martin on Filter last year, I believe, and did an interview in detail concerning that. Yeah, he did much bigger entity than many others out there, but still, it's still not enough. We still need more. But within ourselves, what are we going to do? Any more questions? I hope one can throw a question at me. I got all day, all night. Maybe you got all day, all night. Yeah, you spent it longer. Hello, Jenny. Hope you got a question for me. This is my first time working live on my own. I'm trying to think what else to talk about. Oh, you got a Mac? Oh, shuck. Maybe that's why. What can we really talk about that also caught my interest? Culture. Yeah. The black culture. The American black culture is nothing but a boiling pot of different ideologies, different views, different concepts. Even though we have a black community in the United States, within the black community, like you have multiple different mini nations. People from the African diaspora, people from the Afro-Latina, people of the Caribbean. The best food in my area, Brooklyn, New York, Crown Heights. I hate to say it to you guys, the best food in this area are the Caribbean food. Now, when it comes to Caribbean food, we're the joint. And where I'm at, we have what they call the plate cuisine, with its former name was the Silver Cross. Weird name, right? After the Golden Cross before the downfall of their owner. That's number one in the community. After the Green Ranger go to White Ranger, Willie, you want to go there? Willie Yellow? You know everybody will go for the Green Ranger. I'm not going to mention White Ranger. Come on. As for Jenny question, beside the Caribbean food, Wendy's kind of caught up right now, and the Checkers. Now, for Thai food, Thai restaurant, there's a restaurant called the Lemongrass Grill in downtown Brooklyn on Court Street. Authentic Thai restaurant. They're there for, I think, almost a decade right now. Real good. The real competition that the Lemongrass Grill had is located in Williamsburg called the Sea Restaurant. Great restaurant, great Thai food. Italian restaurant, they have one authentic pizza shop called the Nightmare Pizza on Flatbush. Authentic food. Um, there's a nice restaurant off Washington Avenue near to the Brooklyn Museum. I forgot the name. No, the Tom Restaurant. That's another great spot. Authentic food over there. The best Chinese restaurant out here, the Cool Cow Kitchen on Myrtle Avenue. Anyone who's been out here since the early '80s, early '70s knows about that restaurant. The best food out there. What else do I know? Man, I'm trying to find all the best joints out here. Um, African restaurant. There's the Ruka restaurant on 14th Street, going to downtown, not too far from the Barclays Center. That's one of the best African restaurants out there. I heard that another one I found. I did get the name from that as well. Um, the best Indian food. That's that is the question. Wow. I usually go to the food club, but there are a few restaurants in Manhattan. That's a good restaurant. Yes, you're right, Jenny. Green Ranger. Come on. Because that's a yellow. I'm not gonna lie. That's a degenerate question. Green Ranger versus yellow White Ranger. Everybody knows Green Ranger is the authentic one and the best one overall. But you forget something. Went from Green Ranger to White Ranger, and there was Black Ranger. Let's not forget about that. Come on, Jay Katachi. Don't do the White Ranger. It's Green Ranger all the way through. Tiger Zoid over the Dragon Zoid? Really? Really? Not someone that don't water language. Come on. That got me going into my power into vocabulary in my head right now. No. White Ranger never gonna be better than Green Ranger. Will never have, will never will be. I'm sorry. Don't do that to me. Hold on, correction. He was Green Ranger first, then White Ranger. He became Red Ranger before he did Black Rangers, Dino Storm. What else did he did again? He did a side project that he tried to make a movie on. And who the guy who was working with him? The guy how to use the thing called Bat in the Storm. No, Bat in the Sun, I think. But they do reenact what if this character goes to that character. Silverhawk or Thundercat. I'm sorry, it had to be Thundercat. I remember Silverhawk back in the '80s. That was a cool ass cartoon. And Thundercat as well. But when they did a remake of the Thundercat and they had on the Cartoon Network, before they put that reject of a version of it, the Thundercat was still good. Silverhawk, it was good, but I never seen no one did a reboot of that one as well. So that's a good question, Jenny. I like you did that. Woo, that really challenging me here today. Silverhawk, yeah, that's a real challenge. I'm sorry. I've seen both, but I'll choose Thundercat. Thundercat, I feel like the people who did the reboot, they need to get more money back to continue with the left or we do the whole thing properly. But not do like they did Voltron on Netflix. That's my pet peeve. Oh, damn, y'all gonna have me going to my war chest of memories. No, there's another cartoon besides Silverhawk. The Galactic Rangers? Is that what the thing? Or if I got it correct? Yo, Jenny got me going deep right now with these old school cartoons.
Yeah, no.
If she put out Silverhawk or Thundercat, I was like, oh hell no. I'm about to go all the way further back. There's a cartoon called Galactic Ranger. I remember now. Galactic Ranger. Whereby, let me see. Yeah, it was Galactic Ranger. One guy was playing the guitar. Hold on, correction. Galactic Ranger and Silverhawk almost like a rub over each other. They had similar character who played the guitar, who flying some kind of jet.
Okay, you're talking. Okay, you're talking about Ninja Storm when you say that. That's
No, 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 no. No, I'm not talking about Ninja. I'm talking about the 80 cartoon. With the 80 cartoon called Silverhawk,
Oh, a
and another one
Silverhawk. You're talking
called
about Silverhawk.
Galactic
Kill
Ranger, where they were Rangers. The one had a bionic arm.
Actually, I
Oh,
don't think I saw that one. The Silver, because
see, Jenny know what I'm talking about.
damn, Jenny, we're gonna get you on once I get done asking his questions. We're gonna get you on, and we're gonna get back to this because
Ah,
that's a conversation that we are definitely going to have. And actually,
the,
now I'm gonna speed up.
the
I'm gonna
80,
really
the
speed up the questions
80,
now a little
they
bit because
had
now
some
we got to
good
get to that.
cartoons.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh man. Oh man. I hate that. Now that's in my head now. I am not. I am about to botch the own interview. That's just. I don't do that.
I told Yella
But
you was wrong for that.
yeah, don't
You
worry,
were
man. They're coming up. We got like 3 questions left, and then we're gonna knock it out. After that, we got bonus ones, and then I'll let her in. I'll let her in during the bonus ones, and we could talk about that. Okay. I'm gonna say this. So, if you had any piece of advice to men out there walking their path, what would it be?
um any piece of advice. Be authentic. Be true to yourself. Don't be afraid to do self reflection. The third one is more critical. But you know why? No one is perfect. But willing to take the time out for yourself to reflect on past mistakes or past relationships that didn't go too well. Be willing to check yourself and see what did I do wrong that I could have done right? Or what I did right or wasn't done right at the right time. Like you gotta ask these number of questions because sometimes if you don't do a self reflection, you can end up carrying negative baggage to another relationship or another business whatsoever or a next job. Every job I went through when I got let go or something, I do self reflection. I try to figure out why would I let go? Like when not the best of the team, what were they looking for? But doing self reflection it allows you to keep your mentality in check, keep your psyche in check, but also keep yourself aware of what your goals are. Because it wasn't for my uncle who taught me these things. You know that people are losing their mind, committing suicide. No, not sorry,
Oh,
leaving
delete,
themselves,
delete. Yeah,
delete themselves. It's lack of self reflection.
yeah.
And really, when you don't do self reflection, you're lying people opinion to make your judgment for you. Everybody not made the same. Everybody made different. Everyone have different purpose in life. Everyone have different agenda in life. But if you let people opinion dictate how you're supposed to live, and not do a self reflection and see what your purpose in life is supposed to be, who you are as an individual, then you can get caught up in these chaos of the world and get washed away. That's why you have to have a strong foundation. That way, the one always very critical. Be true to yourself, be authentic. Don't try
All
to
right.
be fake with anybody. But ultimately, you have to reflect. That's one of the key that I tell people. Be willing to check yourself. Nothing wrong with having therapy. Therapy is also good.
Thank you.
I vouch for that. Sometimes you want to have a professional help. You want to sit down who can help you see yourself in another light. Like is your way of thinking is wrong or it's right? It's just that you need a little tweak here and there, or you want to make sure you want to check yourself. So you won't feel like how do I put it? I used to have a bad habit of over criticizing myself. People who over criticize themselves somewhere have a self awareness of what's going on around them, and then I let
All right.
things shake them to the point of being suicidal. Because when you self critical, it's good, but don't be too much of it. When you too much beat yourself down, that is bad.
Yeah.
Give yourself time to say, you know what, you have made a mistake. I'll get back better. Keep it moving.
I mean, that's fair.
And the best teacher in life are being a parent.
Yep.
That's another bit of advice.
I like that.
Anyone who will be a new parent, I'll tell you this. When you have your first child, take the opportunity to enjoy every single moment of that child life, but also pay close attention to the behavior pattern.
All right.
You know what I say that?
Everybody, write down what he just said because that's important. Because a lot of people don't understand what that means.
I'll say it again. If you're going to be a first time parent, enjoy every single moment you have with that child. But also pay close attention to that child behavior pattern. Don't be afraid to try to steer that child to the right path. But when the child is of a certain age, between 5 and 10, they can interact with you. Try to engage their mind more. Sit them down and have that heart-to-heart conversation. But don't do it in a way where you confuse them. Do it in a way where they understand it. If they don't understand, you ask questions. What do you not understand?
Right.
What I ask, what do you understand what I say? Engage with them. Get that mind working. But what you want to do is teach your child how to think logical. I do it to my son every other day, almost every day. My son right now, he at the age where I can't have my son be too emotional around me. I'm trying to make him more logical.
Right. To lead with logic instead of emotion, which is how all men should really roll. Because if you lead with emotion, that leads to dangerous things and consequences and circumstances that you would not have been in had you led with your logic. So
Bingo.
I've always agreed with that. Because that's why I say, like, listen, I do have emotion, but I tell my friend, listen, no, I don't lead with it. It's never the forefront of what I use. I always use logic whenever we're talking about stuff
And I'm
or how to
harsh with
move
him.
about things. Yeah.
I'm harsh with my son. You think I'm lying? Eli, come here. I'll tell you something. I'm real harsh with my son, but harsh for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
This is my big boy right here. He's 11 years. Put your head down so they can see your face. This is my little headache right here. 11 years old. I'm harsh with him for a reason because I want him to be better than me. My job as a father to make sure this guy surpass me.
Right.
I want everybody to hear what I said. My job as a father to make sure this boy surpass me in every area in life. For that to happen, I gotta be logical with him. I gotta be rational with him. I can't be based on emotion. I had to teach him how to look on things on the logical aspect of life and be rational about it. If you keep on running by emotion, you put them in a lot of trouble. This is my part of my joy. Very
I
intelligent
love
kid.
that.
Teachers say he's very smart, very intelligent. I know that. He knows that. But I want him to be more logical, more rational, and not always run off emotion. Because I know if he's more logical, more rational, man, he can go far in life.
Nice.
He can go.
Uh,
That's how I am.
yeah. And this
Because
is what Jenny said. Yeah. She says, I'm very involved with my kids, always sparking conversations and trying to see where their head is at.
you have to. I'm sorry.
You
You
got
have
to.
to. Because you know why? I remember one time my son brought to our attention when he was in elementary school. And to my house, somebody had clapped with act a certain way, and we sat and we talked to him.
Mm-hmm.
I want my son to be able to come to me for anything and everything. Nothing wrong with kids expressing themselves. But
At all.
as a parent, they have to respect our decision. We are responsible for making the right decision for our kids. That shenanigan nonsense that they had on the Pete Network rubbing off the wrong way. If any parent say they'll let their child make their own decision and they're underage, you're not really much of a parent. You feel like a parent automatically.
That's
I'm,
dangerous.
I'm, and I'm telling
I
you
don't
right
agree with
off
that
because
14. They can make their own decisions. I don't agree with that.
I've watched successful families where these kids are high society people, so grounded, and they even come out and say, "Yo, my parent was harsh on me," but at first I think of being hard on me for no reason. Not realize they were preparing me for this. They were preparing me to be strong. They were preparing me to be grounded. They were preparing me to face the chaos of the world and not be swayed by it. As a parent, your job is to prepare your kids to be strong and grounded. When they get out in the world, the chaos of the world cannot affect them so much. It will affect them little, because they can overcome it.
Right.
We're not saying we can let our children make their decision. They do make decisions. The children want to eat, right? The children want to drink, right? That's the decision making. The children want to do their homework or not, right? But they got to do their homework, but they still make the choices. It's a decision making, but it's what it does. Either the consequences or the way we want. Our job as
Mm-hmm.
a parent is to guide them and lead them. But we got to lead them. We got to make a decision for them and let them know why we make the decision, why it matters.
Yep.
Not about, oh, you're 9 years old. Oh, I want to have a tattoo. Okay, no, get out of there. All this modernized way of parenting is BS. And
Yep.
I'm not gonna take no advice from nobody who is not married and not a parent. You see what I put in order? One, not married. Two, not a parent. They got to be in order.
You do.
You don't have that in order. I don't want to. I want to hear nothing from anybody. That's your talk. I'm not playing that game because
Right.
being a parent is a high honor, but also there's a double judgment.
Yeah. It's a journey. It's like a pathway into a place where you're taking a huge amount of responsibility. That's a responsibility that you want, though. Like I said, on your choice. And like I said, I'm pretty sure you're gonna cherish those days with your kids, because I've always said this before. What you said is what I will always say. My kids and my son and my daughter are gonna be my pride and my joy. Do not let me down. When I say that.
I talk to my son all the time about this because he knows this. I say, you have a father and a mother who want to support you in anything you want to do in life. This will be the best time to work on your craft. So when they see what you want to do, they can put all the resource in you and make sure you strive and be successful in that.
Yo, Jenny said something very good just now. I love what she just said. Thank you. I refuse to bring a child into this world without his parents being in a marriage.
And I'm dead serious.
I'm leaving that comment up all night, which you just said. Thank you. I've said that
I'm
before.
dead serious about it because,
Thank you.
man,
Marry before you carry.
me and my wife are not perfect. We have our flaws, yes, but I love my wife dearly. She pull pranks on me at times, yes, I still love her. She
That's
trying
good
to
that
roast
she
me.
does that.
She trying to roast me every now and then. Yes, I still love her.
Mhm.
Trying to get the kid on me and all roast me 1 versus 5 or versus I don't care. Yes, I still love her.
Mm-hmm.
But we work together to be better parents.
Right.
We do.
You're a unit.
Sometimes we may bump head on different views. I know I had to have the final say, but I had to find a say on a logical answer. I don't want to be on emotion because
Right.
as a
That's what it
father, as
is.
a husband,
Logical.
my job is to see what is out there and what not to do to prepare my son so he won't be affected with what's going out there. That is facts.
Right.
Now, if my son can be a coder before he turned 18 and build the next greatest application or app out there and make him mad money, he don't have to work for nobody but for himself.
Self.
That I did the greatest job. I did the greatest success.
Mm-hmm. You did your job. But like early,
I'm
actually.
what? For the past 10 years, I'm seeing parents enjoy the fruit of their labor, the fruit of their investment. Because they guide their children in the right path. And before they even finish high school, they blew up with something big.
Right.
I want mine to be the next success story. And I'm glad she had that. We had different upbringings, but we had those
Upbringings, but we had
conversations
those
and agree upon.
conversations.
We have to know, ladies and gentlemen, that right there need to be done. We need to have that type of conversation. We do. Me and my wife have it every now and then concerning the schooling, concerning the curriculum, concerning what they're trying to put down to these kids, concerning should we move to another region or not. I ain't even talk about moving to Africa, to be honest with you. My only reason why, because I talked about it before, because one, as a community, the black community is so fractured to a scale level that is scary. Yeah, there's nowhere
Right.
safe in the world. I understand that. But of impact and influence, the British level of education is more beneficial than American stand up education. I have to say that. Anyone from the
Mm-hmm.
Caribbean who have learned under the British level of education and check the American level of education, you are not going to argue with me on that part. You will say, yeah, it's much
Right.
higher. It's more competitive. If I wish my kid to go to Japan to go to school or South Korea. But I understand the Korean culture, I understand the Japanese culture, I understand the Chinese culture. It's high impact. Parents in those regions push their kids for excellence. That's no different from India. I'm in the IT arena. There are more Middle Eastern people and Asian people getting these high end, high paying jobs far more than our counterparts. Not only in
Mm-hmm.
IT, in the medical field. But then again, we have plenty of Nigerian doctors. We do. Yeah, we're in competition with India. I give you that. In engineering, that's another thing too. Yes, we have African people coming here busting their ass to get a better education, sound and to get these high-end jobs. Black people
Right.
can do the same. I'm telling you, you can do the same. I understand what you went through for the generation that the country have put you through. What I'm telling you, you can overcome it because beside us, we didn't have slavery. We had colonization, whereby these people were trying to take our land. Not only take our land, they're trying to take our resources, our gold, our copper, our rubber, and our everything, and make money off
Right.
it and not pay us back for it. Which one is worse, to go to slavery or to be robbed? I would like to know. To be robbed for many centuries, and they got the nerve to call you African people a shithole country. I'm
Right.
glad she's doing that. I'm glad
I'm
she said
glad.
that.
I'm glad you did that. Yeah.
My wife from
14
Trinidad.
years. That's beautiful.
My wife from Trinidad.
That.
My kid have been to my wife island, and they love it there.
Oh,
I
nice.
haven't. I would love to go there, but during that time I'm a contract worker. Knowing you're a contract worker, you only get paid for the hour you work. I can't take a day off. I got to pay bills. Now I got a
Yeah.
full time job. I can get paid vacation. So when I get enough vacation time, I'm going over there.
Right. That's what I would do too. Normally, if I ever when I said I did go to Japan, is what I said I would do. If it was a matter of living there, and then also I'm able to visit other places while actually getting employment over there and having the days off and the paid vacation, I'll take it because I still need to go to Italy. To be honest,
Whew,
I got
Italy, that
I got some people. I got some people over there I know too. Like I said, I make connections. I've made connections during this freaking pandemic. I've made connections with people all over the world, technically. But I've been had connections with people in Japan. A brother, an actual Japanese woman, and a Japanese guy I met in high school. I still kept those connections. I never thought they would come in handy to this day, so that's why I kept them.
I lost mines. I had this one guy went to a computer trade school, and he had a Honda Civic, but it wasn't no regular Honda Civic. During that time, they had that promotion for the Civic Nation.
Yeah.
His car was the ninth car in that magazine promotion, customized car.
Okay.
And I was like, yo, I
Mm.
was like, you know what? I wish I got a Honda Civic because he was a cool dude. We were doing computer together, and I lost his contact, everything. I was so mad. I was like, damn. I would have used this guy to either move to South. I don't know if he was Japanese or South Korean. I would have used him to hook up to go out there and live there and see to understand it because they'd be a South Korea, Samsung,
Oh wow.
Sony, like
Mm.
who,
I've
who
heard you
won't.
saying.
Then you have Japan. The first black and only black anime studio owned by a black guy. He's actually from
Yep.
I think from Maryland, or I think from Baltimore or from Philadelphia. I'm not sure,
Hmm.
but he did it. Like,
Yeah,
come on. I hear a lot of Nigerian African people opening business in Japan, in Korea, and they're doing well.
they are. I hear about that too. Like I said, I got some connections over there. They tell me like some cats over there, they're building things. Actually, I
And they're
want to be
doing
the next
that.
person to build something over there. That'd be nice if I could do something like that.
Yeah, but guess what? A lot of African people are going to these regions. They go there for college. They work there for maybe 5 or 10 years. They
Yep.
went back to the motherland, take that talent, take that education, and do something much bigger over there in and the motherland is much bigger.
Right.
How much land do we
Hey,
have in Africa?
a lot.
How much space do we have to do great and better things?
A lot.
Anybody know why the author of Marvel Comics Spike Lee, was Spike Lee if I'm correct?
Oh, Stanley. Yeah.
Stan Lee, correct. Yeah.
Stanley and
Do you know?
Steve Ditko is a part of that, but it's mostly
Yeah,
Stanley.
but do you know why Stan Lee created the Black Panther and why he had that narrative so much about Africa and using Black Panther? You know why he was doing that? I looked into it deep enough. Like he was throwing hints at them. African
Okay.
people are very intelligent, but imagine what if there was a nature that's not affected.
I mean, he did make the character to be very intelligent and smart. He was not dumb. He had 3 PhDs. He was a scientist, and he knew hand-to-hand combat. He was a warrior. Like, dude, he was everything. Like we didn't have a dumb black man as a character. Like Stan Lee knew how smart those people were, and he
And
made
he,
him the king of his own nation.
and imagine that he created a character throwing hints at people that you guys are great. Y'all been great from day one. Just that y'all don't realize it,
Yeah,
what you can
right,
become.
right. And
And
Stanley
you
never did
and
anything to disrespect us at all. He
and
did the right
you
thing.
know what bad for me? 95 to 98% of all the mineral resources that make all the products that we have to this day is straight from Africa.
Hmm.
Don't ever rack your. This thing I've been racking my head for 20 years. I'm scratching my head like this don't add up. Everywhere, what do you mean don't add up? You don't comprehend. All this do not make no sense to me. Then why? You don't see the big picture.
Yeah,
Stanley did. Stanley saw the big picture.
yeah, he
It's
did.
crazy that people don't see the way. I see what they want to follow men who got vision and dream. That was a vision that yeah, it would take about 40 years to 50 years to accomplish. Only you have a right group of people who are hungry to do it. Let me be honest. I didn't say a century, I say 40, 50 years. The internet came out in what year? Where we are now. It didn't take a whole century for the internet to be as big as it is. It took a half a
True.
century.
Well, yeah, like I said, it was built longer than that. I think it was just a matter of people coming around to the terms to actually come up to build it itself. Not just magically come around is what I tell people. Like, nah, not like that. It was hard
And,
work and sweat and tears
and see how far it
and
came right
blood.
now. And see how far it came right now. So if that can happen with internet and the backbone of internet, everything, imagine what you could have done with Africa as a whole.
Honestly, I'll be honest. Africa could have been its own Wakanda. I've said it before. I think it could have, personally.
It could have, but America and European Union prevented that from happening. There was a
Oh yeah.
woman who was the secretary of the African Union,
Hmm.
and she came on William Martin on filter last year. You have it on the channel. She get a master class of the real history behind Africa. Before we have all these many nations with actually 5 kingdoms.
Hmm.
The European and American came together and broke it down to multiple countries.
Hmm.
There were different kingdoms.
Right.
Egypt is part of Africa. Egypt not part of the Middle East. So I don't know. In technical terms, Egypt is Africa.
Yeah.
but people call it Middle East, so I'll just leave it as it is. But if you were to dig back into the history, you'll find out there were many clans, but were different kingdoms. The biggest kingdom,
Right.
my country was a part of that. I'm part of the Yoruba clan, and the Yoruba clan got broken into almost two major pieces. Most of the Yoruba clan stay in the southeast region of Nigeria, but the many pieces
I'm
with
like,
another country called Benin.
mm-hmm.
We had the Igbo clan, which was considered to be the one responsible for the African trade,
Right.
because one guy named Esther Hofu, he mentioned a name called Tinibu from a book. And I know that name is an Igbo name, but it wasn't real full Nigerian, but I know it was a clan. So I look it up, and furthermore, there was few Nigerian reporters who investigated, and they said, yeah, if one particular person or the Igbo tribe were responsible for the slave trade, which I already knew, okay, it makes sense. But it doesn't mean they were all Nigerian, because before they were Nigerian, they wasn't Nigeria to begin with. So they're just like their ancestors for that particular clan. So I fully understand it, but there's more to look into that. It's just that I tell people you need to go to Africa. Not just you can go there and visit, but stay there for a year. Observe the environment. See what you think needs to be done. And you'd be surprised that many people are doing it right now for the past 10 years now. A lot of people are moving to Africa and they're not coming back to the US. Some people are doing big improvement. I'm seeing it right now because I'm telling people for the past few months now, there's a YouTube channel on YouTube called Water Maya. He is the
Mm-hmm.
biggest African YouTuber who went all across Africa to showcase the pride of Africa, the advancement of Africa, what they're doing right now, and then some. So all the idiotic people want to talk about Africa as a shithole country, think again. It's not a real shithole country.
Right.
It's a country of real opportunity, unless you have a skill, a talent, and a vision to implement. If beneficial, they will ask you to come with it. Real talk. But we have ignorant people in America who say all kind of nonsense. I could
We
care
do.
less.
I think that they know it all. And don't worry, those.
Oh,
I tell my friend, listen, they'll lose eventually because their arguments are irrational, very irrational, and I can't. I don't stress it enough to be honest, because I gotta say it, they're freaking stupid.
and you're right. You're right because it
Hate to
is.
insult, but it's the truth.
You're right. I'm a Nigerian, but I know my country issue is more political. And my uncle told me that you better go to Ghana. I said I'll go to Ghana, see if I can start something over there, make something grow, get a group of people who have the same vision I have, do something big, then let that thing go rapidly wild all across and reach out to other countries because even no, not just we had Steve Harvey moving to Africa. Ludacris got an African passport.
I think Oprah. I think Oprah is over there too.
Oprah been investing in Africa for long. She have a school in Africa and everything.
Yeah, she has a school in there. Yeah.
Yeah, she been done that for a long time. Steve Harvey did a couple of shows over there. He got a house over there, like a mansion-like house over there in Africa.
Surprised she has a house over there.
He's slowly trying to move over there. Ludacris, his wife from Africa, if I remember correctly. Is he?
Oh, she is? I thought she was from the island. Well, I don't know what island she was from.
I'm not sure. I gotta check that one.
But she's no. Tell me, she's outside of America for sure. I know that.
But he now got an African passport from Gabon.
Okay. Yeah. He's been to Africa before. I know he has.
He got his citizenship. He got his citizenship from Gabon. He got his African passport, and he slowly but steadily.
My man's. Okay.
A few
Everybody, shout out to little Chris. I'm proud of him for doing that.
Oh, but little Chris have been busy.
Yeah.
He on a lot of projects. His mind is open up. He got the resource to do what he's doing right now. Look at Akon. Well, he was producing
Yeah,
music.
Akon's African. Yeah,
He was producing music for a while. Then he was doing something big in Africa. Now he's trying to come back and do the music, but he's more busy over there than he over here.
right.
Hakeem Olajuwon, he helped some of the NBA players. He trained them, but he got more of a bigger project over there than here.
Yep. Yes.
There's so much can be done. I'll tell you this. This is real logic. If about 90% of African Americans leave this country, take their skills, take their talent, take their
Africa.
experience, go straight back to Africa and implement it over there, I promise you, America is trying to force you to come back.
Well, I'll say this: if we did go back and we we took everything we learned, the people were willing to see what we're saying to help improve everything there, and not to like change the culture. Of course, to change the culture, but
You know how to change the culture.
to uproot the structure and everything. Wakanda right there. Wakanda right there. Simple.
That's why I say 98% of African Americans decide to go over there and take their talent, their knowledge, their experience, and the wisdom and help. Either it be the road, either be the sewer, either be the
All of
anything
it.
and everything. I promise you, America not gonna let it. No. Come on. We can't let you do that.
Not screw that. We staying. To
Because you know
that
why?
point.
To see a high level speed of a chemical all across the world
Mm-hmm.
to the point whereby you leave the sellout here.
Right.
Leave the sellout here. Let them stay here. While the huge majority go over there. I promise you, it'll be different.
Right.
It'll be real
It's some of the
different.
people who actually want to go over and stay and actually want to, and actually while they're there, they're learning the culture itself. To be
I want
honest.
to say, not one country. Let them spread out to all the country and help out.
Right. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Not just like in that one spot, but you're talking about all around.
Let all the
I know
truck
what you're
driver,
talking
black truck driver who don't try to take the bit over there and train them and start a business. Let it spread across the board. The refinery, the manufacturer. I promise you, it'll be a big difference.
about. All
It'll
right.
be a big, massive difference.
Definitely. And Black man, we have one more question because you technically have answered the other one. You just didn't know that you did when it came to you just didn't know you did it because I'm like you literally answered it. I'm like educated brothers and stuff like that. You just talked about that just now. If we came over there and did that, so you
I
technically have
told
answered
you
two questions
guys,
in that.
I can
Like,
talk
thank you.
for hours because so much life experience allow me to understand and I don't keep things to myself. I share my experience with everybody. Yes,
Hmm.
I was homeless before. I lived on the street before. I know what it's like being homeless and be on the street. I know like to be down and out, but I didn't give up. I found a way to get a job. I found a way to get back on my 2 feet. I found a way to keep on working to get back on top of what I am. I
Right.
know it's like to be at the bottom. I have relatives who are multi-millionaires in my country. My high school classmates are multi-billionaires. One of the biggest manufacturing plants in Africa right now. He got a rival who competing with him. He's making on the cars and trucks. But this man making real 18-wheelers, real transport truck, and then some. Actually manufactured from ground up. One time I tell him, be careful with the Chinese, man. Don't take too much loan that you know you cannot pay back. Be careful. I know
And
people. I interact with people. I share information. I'm not greedy. I love to work. I love to work hard. I love to work smart. I love to work wise. If I find a group of black brothers who want to come together and start a computer build, we start building customized PC. I learn from them. They learn from me. Cool. That'll be the great thing.
right.
Take that thing, go to Africa and teach them. Let that thing explode. Come on.
Yeah. Definitely. And I think this one speaks about the marriage aspect. I think this is the last one. And then we're gonna get into those bonus questions. I'm gonna let Jenny in here, and then we're gonna have some fun talking about anime, Power Rangers, and all whatever we can talk about.
No
Well,
problem.
definitely, man, because we're gonna go crazy on that one, and that's a free for all. So the last question, brother, since you are a family man, a father, you have a wife, and I think I want everybody to hear this, especially from the Nigerian man. What are the important things in a marriage to making it last in your experience?
Number one, patient. Look at my face. Look at my eye. Patience. Marriage is a marathon. It's not a race. I'm sorry. I've been married for 12 years. There's no such thing as a perfect marriage. You're going to have some ups and downs. But number one, first and foremost, you got to have patience. That's number one. Number two, you have to have unconditional love for your spouse. You hear me? And I say condition, unconditional. There'll be some day your partner will disappoint you. There will be some day your partner will hurt your feelings. There'll be some day you feel your partner backstab you. Still love her unconditional. When your partner see that you love them unconditional, it will break down some of the bad they're gonna have up for no apparent reason, but will make life much easier. Number three, be willing to have laughter and fun in your household. Don't be bland. I put in my house whereby we can have fun and laughter. We can crack jokes on one another. We can goof around, act a fool. There's a time, or not even a time, there's many situations where me and my wife we act like complete overgrown kids. And I can look at us like, Mom, Daddy, that's me. You want to be the grown up, I act like a kid. I'm like, we can do what we want. But we do that for the fun of it. Sometimes we threaten our kids. We'll come to your prom dance. We're going to embarrass you. We'll act a fool in your prom dance. My son was like, if you do that, I'm going to do prom dance. No, you're going to the prom dance. You'll come over there. You're going to act a fool. We will teach you a lesson. You give it a hard time, we will give it a hard time. So you got to know how to have fun. That's number three. Number four, be willing to be, I can't say coachable, be willing to learn. Like a husband and a father, watching my kids each and every day and learning from their pattern every day with a teachable lesson to let me know what I can and cannot do. Controlling the destiny. Yes, I'm not always perfect. I make no mistakes in the I remember I said one time, one of the podcasts, that I punished my son very severely for something within his sport. And I got on my knees and I apologized. I'm mad that I did that. But I did that to show my son how to share with him. Because I want my son to know if I done something wrong, if I was wrong, I will apologize. I will admit it I was wrong. I will ask for forgiveness. Because I want to show my son accountability, responsibility, and being sincere. Not be fake about it. Yeah, there'll be times I'll be hard to my son. He's my boy. He's my young man. I have to cool him up, tough him up a bit. I can't be too emotional with him. If I be too emotional with him, he'll be too emotional. And that ain't not good real good. My daughter, oh, that little princess. Yeah, I'm hard to her too. Yeah, she that little princess. I don't want her to be spoiled. I want her to be well rounded. Have some insight, have some wisdom, have some understanding. Not the girl right there who, when daddy's not feeling too well, oh gosh, she go to nurse mode. She's not gonna let me fly it off. She wanna know if I'm doing okay, if everything okay, if I'm hungry, if I need something to eat. That's my little princess right there. I got a stepdaughter who I told her to treat my daughter. She told me that I'm a far better father than her real father is. But I'm glad she told me that. But at the same token, I know it's sad when I hear that from her because her father's not dead way to go to me. And I hope he come around soon. But still, I'll still be a strong father figure to my stepdaughter. Even though she's my daughter in that way. I got 2 grandkids. I love my granddaughter. I love my grandson. My granddaughter, she's 6, about to be 7. Doing well in school. When she act up, I give it a look in the eyes like, you know your grandpa there, you gotta do good. I always ask, always question her. When she do good, I congratulate her. I like, yeah, that's my girl. Let her know, yo, when you do good, I'm gonna celebrate with you. When you do bad, I'm gonna pick up with you. That's my job. So being married, you have to be willing to be learn not just to be flexible, be consistent. That's what I'm looking for. You can't be a flip-flopping parent. Set a moral guideline, what you will allow, what you're not going to allow in a kid. But also you have to be consistent of what kind of what discipline you put upon them. As they get older, they will see a level of consistency and they will expect you for that even more because they know you wouldn't be fake about it, you're being real about it. A household with a consistent law and structure and order in place. It helps the kids in the long run. It keeps them grounded. It keeps them aware what to expect and not to expect. I wish I could share my grandkids, but they're not here. I love my grandchildren. I love my grandson. My grandson, man, he always want to crawl over here, walk over here, talk to myself, playing around with my mic, want to be around me, want to have fun. I love my kids. Number four, be willing to have unconditional love for your kids, but willing to educate them, not just beat them all the time, but educate them, let them know why they get punished or why this has happened, but sit down, talk, and have a conversation, challenge their mind. I enjoy being a parent because it's a blessing. It's what keeps me sane. It allowed me to look back when I was a child, what I missed out of. When my parents was not there the way I am with my kids. When my parents was not more proactive as I was with my kids. But because that is needed. We know past generation was not great as it is right now, but there's some people in past generation were far better than us now. They finally seek to being a great parent and they execute it. But wasn't widespread. It's only a very few.
Hmm.
That's needed.
Definitely, I agree with you.
Anton Danny is a perfect example. He said in his family, it was well embedded in their own
Right,
code.
right. Like they're like a whole breed of like. To me, they're a clan. That. That's a clan that follow the rules.
Thank you.
That
Thank
follow
you.
the rules. They follow the morals, the conduit of the rules that they set forth, and
Hmm.
they practice upon them until they're young, and then they did everything correctly.
Imagine.
Not nobody in this family is divorced, which is crazy. That's crazy. I don't ever hear that.
It's hard. It's hard to find. When you see it, you be. I wish I could sit down and interview his mom.
That I would love to do that. I would wanted to
Interview
find
his
out how
mom.
like this all
Ask
works.
all the questions. Ask where these ideas come from. Who was
Yeah, who did this?
the
Was it you and the
who was
husband?
who was the
Yeah,
founder of that clan
right.
that built
Like
that foundation for what it is?
your father or your husband's father. Like yeah, some like it had to be somebody. I don't think it just came
It,
from nowhere.
it didn't come from nowhere. It was embedded. That's what you call a
Yeah,
clan.
embedded. Yep.
You don't. That's not a family. That's a clan.
Yep.
There's a family and there's a clan that pass down the generation knowledge and wisdom down to the next generation. Whereby that same wisdom and knowledge is
Hmm.
being kept, built upon, and passed down to the next generation. That's what we want
Right.
to have. That is how you build a strong black community.
Yep.
If one thing to have two parents, but we're going to do it, it's build a clan. Whereby you have strong moral compass that keep the family intact, that hold everybody accountable. Imagine what Anton said when he got married. His wife was under his mom. She took all the lessons from the mom.
Right.
All the brother wife was under the mom. That's not what clan do. They take the valuable lesson of what a wife is supposed to be, how to put to conduct themselves, this and that, to do the note. Anton's daughter, even though she's barely on
Yeah.
the feet, I can see what they had a very strong foundation in place.
Well, especially
Anton
for
is
the
a
young.
great Anton the excellent parent. I would say that to myself because he teaches his daughters the in the out of what to expect. but he making sure her future will be bright for her. A lot of people that hate on Anton, they can hate on Anton all they want. I could care less.
Yeah,
But if you're not doing what he's doing, if you're not able to show what you're doing that's better than his, then you need to shut up.
I
Or
agree.
this, my motto is action speak louder than words. And Anton, action is damn too loud. There's nothing you can do about it. So
Yeah.
he's not paying me to speak on his behalf. I'll make you know that right now. He's
No, you're
not.
not. No. Just, we know that. We know
I
that.
didn't give him my cash app to throw money to speak for him, but for what I observed, hey, I gotta be
Pay
blunt
me
about
for
it. So
that. Right.
if you see this video, hey, I'm telling you, I know you're not paying me. I'm just being honest. What I've seen, what I've observed. I speak on it. The man is doing what he's supposed to be doing, and then some.
Right.
All I could do is take my hat off and say, man, you will.
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Like David. I appreciate
Hey,
it so much for the questions you answered and everything. Even though we're going to a bonus question, it's technically after hours, so anything goes.
you know,
These are like I think, like I said, I think this time I will skip them, and then we're just gonna have random talk. And the reason why I'm doing it is because you're a rarity in of itself. And
I,
Jenny, the link is in the chat. If you want to come on, we can do this Power Ranger discussion, y'all.
it's funny that you say I'm a rarity. I've been told that all my life.
I mean, people keep calling me that too. Like they said, like I'm a. Well, first of all, they keep saying I've never seen a young black man like you be so in love with Asian culture. And I'm talking about outside the anime itself. Like they said that I love it. That like I'm talking about the way that I love it, the way that I do.
I
Like
mean, I went in high school.
yeah,
You didn't ask me about the Chinese dynasty. I was so intrigued by their cultures, by their intelligence. About I'm watching the thing on Netflix called the Queen Empire Alliance. I'm on season 3.
okay.
Very interesting series to watch. I watched Kingdom, the anime
You better
about
off reading that one. I know what you mean. You better not reading that one, but yeah,
yeah. The
Kingdom
thing
is a
about
whole nother
the
monster.
Chinese, the Japanese culture, the Korean cultures, they got so much rich histories. The thing that they pull off, the thing they did, the thing they invented, the thing they thought, their philosophy,
Mm-hmm.
their philosophy that from their reading, it been studied worldwide. One of the major philosophy is the art of war. Every major military is following up the book plan. They're following down to the T. Like, come on. Are you
They
kidding
are.
me?
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
crazy. So you can't tell me these Asian culture, the Asian history, the mythology, their history, their ideology don't have a major impact globally. You cannot, no one cannot tell me that. And they created most of the major advancement that we have today in this world, which is crazy, but it's what it is. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm an African, but I realize I'm not the only African who like anime and African culture. It's a huge number of us, and it's growing. It really
Yeah.
is.
Definitely. There's more people out there that love it. But I think the difference is they don't talk about it until like probably the love and the passion that most other people do. And the thing is they don't have to. But I think if it shows on me this much, dude, my freaking my banner's freaking Asian. My name is Jay Takashi. And it's just like and all my friend made this whole avatar for me. And he's
I
a Puerto
know.
Rican brother of mine. Yeah.
When I saw Takashi, I was like, the other day I had my Takashi T-shirt on. Nobody didn't pay attention to
That's
that.
rich.
You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. I ain't
I know what
capping,
you're
bro.
talking about. No. I know what you're talking about
No, no one
exactly.
will not catch on to that. Like, what do you mean? If you understand that I'm talking about, then you understand what I meant.
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
AKA the White Fox.
Oh my god. Oh, great, good
AKA the
feeling.
AKA the Copy Ninja.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah. That one of the
Kakashi.
best. That's one of the best anime in Japan to this day.
Yeah, it still is.
And they voted to be one of the best anime with the best fight scenes ever, hands down.
Can't disagree with that.
So
It's one of the top 10 at least.
the only anime that competed with them is One Piece.
One Piece.
But One
Yes.
Piece right now past 1,010 episodes and counting.
Yeah. Hold on, so I can show it. Hold on. You see Zoro? You see
Yeah, I see
Zoro on the very
Zoro.
top with the green
Yeah,
on? Yeah.
the
That's
last
Zoro.
episode he went OP.
Yeah.
Didn't get the antidote.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, it took you that long to go OP on somebody? Come on, you. Then again, the creator of the anime and the manga, I give him respect because he know what he's doing. The manga about maybe 10 episodes. No, not 10 episodes. It's almost about 15 episodes ahead of the anime.
Right. Yeah, it
There's
is.
so much.
Yeah.
There's so much material, and it's that one of the favorite anime to follow because they're consistent on top of it. Bleach better come out this year. Which I wonder when they're gonna come out. You're wasting my time. I'm too eager to watch Bleach. Like,
Yeah, I'm
come
looking
on.
forward to that one. I'm looking forward to that one again because I used to watch the whole thing again. I'm just glad. I'm just like, but like I think with the anime they're gonna fix the ending, because remember that ending was terrible. Likewise, but if we're talking, because Kubo got rushed. The thing is, he's having a bigger hand in it this time, so hopefully we're gonna fix that ending and get the ending that he planned on having it end on. Because I personally need that.
But there's another anime I'm waiting for to come out. One Punch Man. Like, hello, that's one of
Yeah,
the most
season 3. I need
addictive.
season 3. Yeah.
That's the more addicting anime rival to Black Clover. Come on,
Oh yeah, yeah, it
Black
is. I
Clover,
love
One
One Punch
Piece.
Man. I love One Punch Man so much. It's so good. I
It's
love the
funny.
music.
If music is one thing, the comedy.
It's hilarious. Massively hilarious.
I try not to laugh so hard on watching One Piece because you can tell this guy is just like I can't say he's the saddest, but he just felt like okay, I'll be a hero. I need to pay my bills. When you find out if you don't get a certain ranking, then you will get kicked out. You're not gonna get no money. Yo, oh shit, I need to find something. I'm like, yo, this is funny, but he what pissed me
Right.
off. His student
Exactly.
is the Ed class, and now he's about to enter the A class. Like, dude, you be on the S class, but it's not being recognized
Mhm.
yet.
Right.
I'm like, yo, this is a agonizing anime that one, the guy is OP, but they don't see that way. Two, it's almost like they're dragging him to the point whereby you gotta prove more before you say you're an S class. I'm like, dude, the man
Yeah.
destroyed a meteorite. He beat. Oh man, what can I say? Even one of the
Oh
S
man.
class, even one S class superhero know that the guy's the S class, but no one catching on to it. I'm like, damn, they all come to the crib to play video games.
No, I agree with you.
That is some weird comedy creation right there that you make you want to watch more. See, what's gonna happen, man? Let's see how much go crap on this guy. How much gonna piss him off? How am I gonna make him feel like he isn't nobody? Everybody keep testing him until he give it that one punch. Then he lets you know what it is. Black Clover. Well, let me put it this though. I have a small problem with Black Clover. They garner a huge fan base so strong, so hard. I wonder if they can keep it up.
uh, it's gonna go on for a good while, but it'll die out like everything else. But I think that fandom. I hate when they do not reboots, but I hate when they try to do a spinoff of it. And I'm like, the spinoff isn't as good as the original, of course, and they're just kind of retconning stuff. That's why I
That's
don't
like
watch.
the
That's why I don't watch
excuse me,
Boruto. I don't watch Boruto
JoJo.
because of that.
You see JoJo Bizarre Adventure.
Yeah, but I love JoJo's Bizarre
Order,
Adventure.
order,
Yeah.
order, order, order. I like everything. Order. I'm like what's all this? Order. Like come on.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, yeah. And the
It
thing is,
drives
that's the
me
old anime.
nuts. It drives
Yeah.
me nuts. I thought I'll hear Lucy doing it.
No, they did it on purpose. Doing it on purpose.
The other sound like Luffy doing his rocket punch, his gasoline gun.
Yeah. Exactly.
So I was like,
Yep.
okay, y'all taking jab at each other. Like, I'll leave it like that alone. They even did the thing on YouTube. The depth match on YouTube, see who gonna win.
Oh,
And
it was
Sony,
was it Kinshiro versus Jotaro? Yeah.
yeah.
And
And
I've seen Fist of the North Star, and I know how strong they are. They're stupid.
Yeah.
They blow
Okay.
up bodies.
Yeah, but
They
here what it got me by the depth match logic.
go ahead.
Superman versus Goku.
Oh yeah, of course.
Round 1, Goku lost. Round 2, Goku lost. Round 3, he's not going to be losing. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm an anime junkie. Yes, I used to be a comic book junkie. I understand the logic. They did this one. You ain't gonna believe it. They have One Piece versus Popeye.
Oh yeah, no, One Punch Man versus yeah. Saitama, yeah, he
One
lost
point,
too.
one point for the Popeye.
Yeah,
Why
okay.
he lost? The creator of Popeye made it look like this guy died. If the mouse
It's
survived.
cartoons though. That's the problem, dude. That's too. First of all, to me, you put a cartoon against an anime character or a DC comic character, they will lose because it's a tune. It's to me, it's like it's the whole Mask
No.
versus Deadpool.
No, Superman. That okay, DC. I understand that, but Superman
Yeah.
characteristic is not on par with Goku characteristic.
Yeah.
How he supposed to lose when he passing the realm of the mortal into the godhood?
Yeah.
Hello, logic.
I mean, but even then, he still has to be. Well, I'll say this. That's my friend. That little alien Zeno, like he's never gonna get as strong as him or that God of Destruction until the people believe that. But I hate power scaling because
That's a problem.
power
Everybody doing
scaling.
that. Everybody been doing that for the past couple of years on YouTube.
Yeah, the power levels. I tell my friend, listen. I can give you more inconsistency. We say, would you like to see some more? And he said, yeah. Like when Piccolo blew up the moon, that was ridiculously inconsistent. And I told him this cat had a power level. It could have been a power level more than 3,000. Then he destroyed the moon. It disappeared. And he says, and then my friend says, well, I don't think there's anything really big a problem with that. I said, why isn't that a problem? If a person with a couple of a power level of almost like 3,000 or 4,000 can destroy the moon, then it means that they're a planet buster pretty much.
And he a lot about it. When Goku went Super Saiyan God Red, he battled with Beerus. The impact of the
Destroy the
punches,
universe.
Destroy the universe. They didn't say planet. Universe.
Yeah. And that's red.
That's red alone.
Yeah.
Then you go to another area when
Gogito, that's tournament of power. The tournament of power too. Yeah.
When Gogito went Super Saiyan Blue and fought with the new Luminous Pooh Broly,
yeah.
They went to a different dimension.
Yeah.
Okay, has Superman ever broken to another dimension before?
No.
The level of impact to break into another dimension and fight in that dimension and break into another to come back. Come on. What skill you gonna put on that one?
You can't scale it. I tell people see, it's like I said, power scaling is ridiculous. And the thing is, it's the same thing with Toriko. Listen, it's like when somebody has a bunch of feats and they take it and they go against that character, but you have to beat that character. That's the only way it works. The Goku and Frieza argument, that happens a lot. Goku beat Frieza. Frieza's a planet buster. Therefore, Goku's a planet buster because he beat his tail. Yeah, and he had energy attacks. Yeah,
Goku energy attack is so devastating on his present level right now.
Yeah,
they have to fight in a non-void.
Yeah,
the tournament of power. What in a non-void region of the galaxy.
Yeah.
Whereby their level of impact were put there for a reason so that it get beyond a specific scale. It won't affect other universe.
Right.
And the fact that Goku went and reached Ultra Instinct, that
Mastered.
not
Yeah,
only
he had
not
to
only he
go.
mastered it,
Yeah.
he shake the non-boy.
Yeah, he shook it. Him and Jiren did, but yeah, but
They had
mostly
the power.
Goku did.
They had the power to shake the non-boy. You put it in scientific terms.
You're
That's
breaking
impossible.
dimensions. Yeah,
Bingo.
you're breaking dimensions.
So tell me how you lose to
But it's
Superman.
still unquantifiable because I don't know how you break a dimension, but I don't know how that indicates. So
So
yeah,
tell me how Superman will beat him then.
I don't know how you would beat him.
This is why I didn't like this game called. They had a game on PlayStation. Shaman Jump. What that game is?
Oh, Jump Forces.
Jump Forces. I don't like it.
Yeah, I actually like that game, but the difference is they're not using logic to understand. Like let's be real. If it was
Let me
the
tell
actual
you why.
universe, Goku would beat everybody. We know that.
But it's not just that. They had a deal. I could have purchased it, but I didn't want to. Let me tell you why I'm not going to play that game ever. Why? Let me tell you why. You have Yu-Gi-Oh in the game.
Yeah,
if anybody who's an anime fan, look at that logic. Every other character, yet they can fight. Either they had a
There's
sword,
so many
they had a
cards.
stick, or they had their fist.
Yeah,
They had Yu-Gi-Oh.
yeah.
When have you ever seen Yu-Gi-Oh fight with a fist?
Never. They fight with
What do you-
cards. And they summon Egyptian gods, like in the times.
So my thing is this: you telling me? I know it. This might be talking shit. Let me be Yu-Gi-Oh. Dark Malediction. Kuribo. Dark Magicians. Horn Swordman.
Slide for the Sky
Dark
Dragon.
Magician. Slide for the Sky Dragon.
Yeah.
Obelisk to Mentor. Finish him.
Obelisk Tormentor, like Blue Eyes White Dragon. Yeah. And man, even though I like those characters and I am a Kaiba fanboy because I love Obelisk and I love Blue Eyes White Dragon, they're not really hand-to-hand fighters.
And when I watch Yu-Gi-Oh, who will not be a Kaiba fanboy? Like, come on. Green Eye White Dragon. Like,
Yeah.
he had 3 Green Eye White Dragon to compare the ultimate Green Eye White Dragon. Who will not love that?
Yeah, no, he's my
But my
favorite
thing is,
for that.
you have Yu-Gi-Oh characters who never fought with a hand.
Never.
Never.
None of them know how to fight.
In
at all.
all the Yu-Gi-Oh series, all they fight is with their dual discs
Dual disc and cards.
and their cards.
That's it.
And you will put the characters in a fighting game. Oh, okay, hold on. Every other character I was okay with. But Yu-Gi-Oh characters?
No, I can understand that logic. But I think they did that personally because they want to have all the shonen characters that they've ever created on there.
I get that.
Yeah.
But
No, and I get that too. I get that. I agree with you. Listen, I fully agree with you that you shouldn't have card players on there. It should be other people. Because in the first game they did all that crap.
All the other characters, you have One Piece, you have Goku, I would have been okay with it.
Yeah.
That is fine.
Right.
The moment you put card players in the fight,
it takes you out of it. I get you. Yeah.
my rationale as a nerd wouldn't even let me play that game. And let me tell you why I say that. Let me be technical. Okay, yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh, you got Kaiba. What about all the other Yu-Gi-Oh players who have way better monster than Yu-Gi-Oh and Kaiba? Why they not there?
They're not popular enough. That's what I would guess.
Or the monster too OP to be in the game?
Not that they're overpowered to be in a game.
No,
I personally don't think so.
No, there's some Yu-Gi-Oh characters are too OP than the 3 God of War.
Like, yeah. Okay, you're talking about besides the three car. Oh, yeah.
Besides the
If
three
they use
cards, you want all
if
the
they
you will
used
see. There's some
if they
other
used
OP
RV or
characters.
5Ds, any of those, then yeah, like
Yeah.
the 5Ds have the Nordic gods, and then they have the
And
freaking
the Cinco
Crimson
monster.
Dragon.
Not only that, the
Yeah,
Crimson Dragon, the Cinco on based on how many
Synchro
levels you can go.
Summon. Yeah,
What?
exactly. What is that shooting? What is that shooting Quasar Dragon? That yeah. That's a stupid one. What is that red super the True Dragon Archfiend? Yeah, all those. Yeah, they have
Now
all
you
them.
get it. Are they not a little bit too OP?
Yeah, those are stupid. Those are stupid. Yeah,
It was stupid, but it was stupid OP. If you think
yeah, they
about
were
it,
stupid.
they
OP.
they
Yeah.
had they had some different claws whereby if this, I was like, yo, they had so many counters,
Oh,
literally.
this is for you, Black David. He asked you.
Um, like I said, I'm from the Yoruba clan. I can speak some Yoruba, but I can actually use Yoruba better than most folks. Reading is easy for me, which is amazing. I don't know why. And I find that some people born in my country can read their own language better than I do. I don't know why. Just me. I can
No, I find
somewhat
that
speak it
funny.
here and there. I can sing some of the
Yeah.
Yoruba songs. Yeah. One of my favorite Yoruba songs, it was actually like a Yoruba jazz song. There's one artist, he called himself Labaja. He was a saxophone artist who always liked to wear a mask. And he had some of the
Right.
coolest, relaxing songs. And he was so popular, he almost rivaled Fela Kuti. Everybody know who Fela Kuti is. Ooh, New Drug know who he is. Dr. Dre know who he is. All the iconic hip hop artists know who Fela Kuti is. That guy was a real rebel. And I was in Lagos. I was in Victoria Island when they had a funeral, which is the next door island called Lagos Island, and it was a massive funeral. They have over 10,000 people so close, compact near to the guy coffin. You can tell that the coffin was riding away with people's hands. That's how iconic that guy is. That guy was so iconic. He was bigger than the president himself. There's one Labrador song I used to like to sing, and we were like, Mobatete Kulu 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 Tempa. That phrase was like it was a cool ass Yoruba jazz song, and that song used to play in the high schools in the club. Yeah, people would, and I'm telling you, you see guys, they don't even dance with the women. They would have their beer in their hand. They'll be drinking. They'll be dance with themselves because I don't know. It had a kind of melody that it relaxes you. You want to get you a little zone, like a little zen moment. Fella was more on the Afro Juju beat, whereby he was more almost political at one point. Then, unless you go to his overnight concert, it was very X-rated. I mean X-rated, literally X-rated. I can't say what he did on the stage. I'm not even allowed to do. I'm telling you, he crossed boundaries. He done stuff that even Snoop Dogg can't even do. He only got the gall to do. Let me put it like that. Snoop Dogg can't even do what he did. Uncle Luke can't even do what he did. Even he get close to that. Never. That's how serious he is. What other Nigerian artists that I've looked up to? There's a few other artists, but it's mostly breaking my parents' language, and they're well known internationally. There was Chino Peter, King Sunny Ade, Magic Project. That guy passed away. Regular artist. Um, no, what the guy name again? His ex-wife was the Playboy model. He had the song "Sing by the Rose." That theme song for the Batman movie.
Oh yeah.
Seal,
Yeah.
that's his name. His name is Seal.
Yeah.
He's Nigerian. What other Nigerian artists did I know? Man, I miss all those old school Nigerian artists. Now that we have some brand new ones, which that reached another level. They cross beat with the hip hop. We have Chris Brown. Now that he can dance better than most African do, which is crazy. That's a real dancer for real, for real. Hey, Chris Brown, you a real dancer. Real talk. The fact that you mastered all of these new hip African dance and you could do it real good, it's scary.
Yeah.
Let me see what else. The Egu song. What's the Egu song? Ah, it's been a while. I've been away from that country since 1998. I haven't gone back ever since, so it'll be hard. Maybe I've been going back and forth to my country or my two younger sisters. I've been there a couple of times, so I might be outdated on that Egu song. Song that I know dated back in the late 90s.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
all the new song right now that is coming popping, I tried to catch on to it, but what can I say? My wife wrote to me that liking Nigerian boy song. Sometimes we're trying to ban her for playing the song for our household. She was like, "Are you jealous?" I said, "No, I'm not jealous. I don't want to hear the song." Period. She said, "No, you jealous? I'm not jealous. You got a Nigerian man right here. You want me to think? No, but I just like his song." I'm like, "Whatever." Let my wife have her own freedom. I said, "Don't get mad when I play a female song that I like. Don't look at me funny either. You got your song? Okay, I got mine." But man, there's a lot of great Nigerian and African songs, even some Ghana song. I think one of the songs that it caught my attention the most is the one that was a huge wave last year in 2000, the Jerusalem song that had a dance movement that go along with it.
Hmm.
That went international, like everybody doing it in Germany, in America. Like, damn, that song was huge and it was catchy though. You know, people don't know what a song is. My wife even mastered the lyrics of that song. That's how crazy that is. My wife is from Trinidad. Hear this, guy. My wife is from Trinidad, and she mastered the whole entire lyric of the Jerusalem song from start to finish, which is the African language.
Yeah.
That's shows how gifted my wife is. If she can master that and she can sing it from beginning to the end, I was shocked. I was like, what? And she found out what it meant. It was actually a Christian song made it a hip song. I was like, damn.
Not bad. Not bad.
and,
Not bad. Not bad.
and it was a huge international dance wave. Imagine that. That song, they call it the African Cha Cha song. They didn't call it like that. That's how it is. Imagine that African Cha Cha song that went globally more than a regular Cha Cha song you have in the US. That's a big deal. I'm
Oh,
not even telling
okay.
you that. Come on. No one can lie. You can't. No one can deny that one. Everyone do their own version of the Jerusalem song. People from different regions of the world were doing their own version. The India were doing their version. The Italian were doing their version. The Germany were doing their version. I'm like, come on. They
Right.
were loving it. And we're trying to imitate the people who would eat it and dance at the same time. Like,
Here
that's
comes
not
Jenny.
easy. Hey,
Hello, Jenny.
Jenny.
Thanks. Nice to have you on here.
Hi guys, how are you?
I'm
Oh,
doing
we're
good.
doing
I'm doing
great.
good.
Hmm.
I say hi to Princess K.
Yeah, Princess K. I had her on yesterday, and we were talking about J-pop and K-pop. That was a really great stream we had yesterday.
Or K-pop.
Yeah, you were talking about K-pop and J-pop, but also the thing is for that we were like I said, I know a whole lot of Japanese music in 2009. I know about K-pop and J-pop before it hit mainstream over here. Because the only people reason why they know about this is because BTS came over here, and no other freaking people came
uh,
over here. That's the only reason why they know about it. I knew about
before
it in 2009 when I
before they
graduated
even came
school.
out here, I was listening to nothing but anime songs like crazy. The
Yeah,
song
it
even
was,
sounds
and
better.
yeah, exactly. And
You
the
know my
reason
favorite.
why
You know my favorite anime song? The
which one
Naruto
is it?
Shippuden rap song.
Oh, the Heroes Comeback.
Yeah,
Is that the one?
yes. That was one of my favorite.
Somebody story, come on, everybody stand up. Yeah, I hear the
Yo, I was.
boss, man, no stand up. Yeah, I know that
Yo,
whole
that thing
song.
was so
Japanese is
catchy.
so good. Yeah, it's catchy. I'll admit to that. That's probably my favorite
That was
from
my
them.
favorite theme song of all time of any anime. I was like, you had a rap and you were doing good, and you
I
have
rap in
Naruto
Japanese.
rapping
Yeah,
along with it. I was like, okay, you know what? This is why anime
yep,
is international. I'm sorry.
definitely. We've
Oh,
been in this
right. We've
since
been in
years
this
ago.
since.
Level up. Thank you, sister.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Before
sister.
BTS, there were so many other groups out there that people don't
Yeah,
know
there were so
about.
many groups.
What?
We talked about all the groups that came out before them, and
The
we
one
knew
that
about them
sang the
too.
theme song for Gyro, the live action series.
Yeah,
Man. And Gyro, yo, I wish I can watch it when it come on live, but we gotta wait till they have it broadcast in Japan. They wait till somebody subtitle it to
you gotta
understand it.
wait. Yeah,
Then now
even
they
with all
kind
the
of
apps we got now. Yeah,
it's
there
ridiculous.
was one I was watching. It was about a CIA agency, and this cat had the agency turn on him, and he had to be on the run. It was crazy. That was a good one. I'll admit that was a really good one.
I've been watching Japanese program and I've been telling people I don't know what to
I've
tell
been
you,
watching
but
Korean and Japanese
Japanese
programming too.
shows,
Yeah,
Japanese series, Japanese animes are so much better than American programming.
they
I'm
are
sorry.
because none of them
I'm
are
sorry.
stereotypical.
It's not lame. It's not boring. I'm glad they're pumping it them like crazy on Netflix. Thank you, Netflix. Please pump more.
Please,
We need.
yes,
I'm telling you, I'm tired of reality TV show. It's driving me
yeah.
nuts.
Dude, I had to go online to find some of these sites to even watch most of the movies or dramas for free. And when I got to watching them, oh please don't know. I ran into so many. I was on a marathon that week. I'm
Dude,
talking about before I even hit college.
some of the YouTubers like the Retro Talk and a few other they're advertising the Surfshark VPN so you can watch the Japanese version of Netflix in case you cannot watch.
Yeah,
My VPN cannot let me do that. I try with my VPN, it doesn't work. Other VPN can. I wish I can log into the Japanese Netflix and watch their stuff. They
right.
got mad shows, better
Hmm.
programming. It's not
Oh, hold
lame.
on. She says yes, they are. They are better than America.
What?
No. She's agreeing with you. She's
I
agreeing with
know.
you, bro.
I know.
Yeah. American TV over sexualizes stuff sometimes too, and it's annoying.
Oh
Thank you.
God. Oh
Domo
God.
arigato.
Arigato. Know why she's right? Korra, the last airbender. That was over sexualized. My Voltron on Netflix, toward to the end. That was I like, dude.
I didn't
Why
even know they
do
sexualized that new one. I didn't know that. I didn't watch the new one, but I didn't know they did that. Thanks.
the Voltron
Yeah, the new Voltron one. They over sexualized that.
toward to the ending? You get pissed off.
Okay.
They say what they
Okay,
did.
good because I'm not gonna watch it.
They say what they did. Korra.
Most
Everything no,
definitely.
everything was great. It toward to the
Oh, it was just that
ending.
last episode.
Toward to the last episode, they throw that extra, and you were like,
Okay, that's wild.
I'm telling you, it's what it is.
I like
My wife,
Korean variety shows with Japanese more. Okay, that's what she
it
said.
is
Yeah.
funny. My wife like to watch all the Asian horror movies, like Train to Busan.
Yeah. Train to Busan is a good one.
My wife,
Shout
my
out to your wife, by
stepdaughter,
the way.
my daughter, they love that thing a lot. I think, how can you watch that? And they were part two, and they didn't like the part two. They didn't do it. It's not good at the first one. I'm looking at them like, y'all weirdos. For real.
I love Jenny laughing. She's like, "Yeah, y'all weirdos." I'm like, no. They want a
See?
movie that'll really mess them up. Go
See?
watch
What was
You
*Malignant*.
that?
see?
Huh?
Me that I say that.
What was that?
See my,
Huh? Huh?
you see this?
Huh? What was that? What was that? Huh?
And she one of them.
What was that?
They watch Asian horror movie and so glued to it, and they talk. And I think, are you not scared? You know, it's so interesting. I'm watching them like, don't disrespect. Asian horror movie are far worse than American horror movie. Peter K just like them. You see what you just said? Change the was scary but also sad. That the same exact comment my wife
He
and my daughter.
died. He sacrificed himself. It was
Wow.
so sad. He sacrificed himself to save his family. It is sad, Dad. was kind of scary too.
Oh, that's good.
That to show you how Korean programs are so good.
Aw,
Right.
thank you.
Yeah, she saw
She
the
is
comment. Now
gorgeous.
she's
She's
feeling
in the
herself
comments,
now.
Someone said
She's so
she's
modest.
cute, absolutely gorgeous,
Yeah.
and her skin.
I know. That,
It's a heart
did Daddy Little Princess. That's the problem.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
got something to show you today.
yeah, definitely.
So nice.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna treat my little girl like daddy's little girl. That's gonna happen. I'm gonna spoil her for a bit.
Oh boy.
How you doing, Jenny? Let's just finally
Hey,
see you on
Jenny.
camera. Mhm.
I
Yeah,
know.
I got something to show you. Look at all this. Ready?
Right,
I'm
I'm
ready.
ready. Oh my God,
You're wrong.
sister.
You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. She the
No,
wolf.
she's no.
She the
She ain't
Wolverine fan.
no. She ain't wrong. She right.
I love Wolverine. I
Wolf.
have.
I'm
What
sorry.
woman doesn't? What woman doesn't?
No,
I
it's not
already
that
said
no
it.
woman does it. Wolverine was the best iconic character for both African American and Latinos.
And
Yes.
Latinos, yeah,
Because
definitely.
for some
Because he
reason,
was the underdog.
The underdog, yeah, like a black person, yeah,
not
or a
only
Latino
that,
person.
I hate to say that, he got the best beer setup.
He
No,
does, man. I want
no,
that.
the type of beer look he had.
Yeah,
You believe this? But a lot of wrestlers were trying to imitate it.
Hmm.
we do.
If you watch wrestling, you notice a lot of wrestlers who grow the beer a certain
Ooh.
way, they're trying to imitate the Wolverine beer. I like,
Yeah, the
you
whole
can
like
tell
sideburns up
the
to the
whole
hair
sideburn
and all that.
connected.
Yeah,
Yes. And to me, the way I look at Wolverine, I say that's the only superpower I would like to have. Wolverine had the most unique superpower. Besides the anti claw, the healing factor.
the healing factor. Yeah, I want that ability. I don't have to
Look
go
at
to the doctor ever again.
CBN, look. You see what
Wait,
I'm
hold
doing?
on. Bonaya, come.
Here you go.
Give me one of the dolls.
I like it.
Yeah, it's the new
One
Spider-Man,
good one.
Miles Morales and Gwen
Pick the best
Stacy.
one.
Yep.
That's awesome. I have a really old one from the 70s.
Oh yeah, I have an old one too. I have a Silver Surfer one. I gotta find it.
I love it.
This is my wife creation.
Oh, your wife
I-
made? Oh, that is nice.
She made this.
I want to learn how
Yeah.
to crochet. That's my goal for this year.
Yo, I learned how to crochet when I was
She
in
learned
high
this.
school.
She did
That's
it. Learned how to
crazy.
do it under, I think, 2 to 3 months.
I'm
Okay,
knitting
Jenny.
right now. Yeah,
Yeah, she's that good.
that's
Wow.
This my
beautiful.
wife work right here, and she got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6
Does
or
she have a
7 of these.
business?
I share her business page a few times.
Oh,
So on
You
okay.
Facebook,
should.
Yeah.
she's that good.
With that, yeah,
That's gorgeous.
definitely. Oh, do
I,
your family be rich?
maybe we move to Atlanta. Yeah, not here in New York. They're funny with it in New York. Come on, Jenny knows that.
Yeah.
I know.
We
I
knew
personally
New
know
Yorkers. If you
New
try
Yorkers,
something,
yeah.
someone want to copy you and do the same thing you do, but
Copy
they're
and do
good
the
at what you
same
do.
thing. Yeah, I know. They do
They
that.
won't
Yeah.
ask you for the doll. They'll ask you for the pattern.
The pattern, how you do it.
My
Exactly.
wife got it. I don't know how she get it. She's got it. That's another one. My
And
daughter
you know
will
what
bring
you
another
tell
one.
them? You know exactly what you tell them. Listen, my mother never reveals her secrets. So there.
That one's beautiful.
Oh, that's nice.
Hold on.
This is my wife creation. I'm my wife biggest cheerleader. She's that good.
That one's very pretty.
There's one
that's
in
really nice.
particularly that people were bugging her how much she's selling it. But Naya, bring the best one that your mom did.
Yeah, that quality is too on point.
Huh?
It's gorgeous.
Bring the best one your mom did. There's one
Thank
in
you so much for
particular
the
my wife
comment,
did.
Princess K. Trust me,
Bring
his
it.
wife will appreciate it.
Ugh.
Look at that. Look
This
at the
one?
detail.
Yeah.
Oh, that one's
Now
beautiful.
that looks really good.
This right here, they blew up her page, business page, and our Facebook page just for how much you want to sell it. She made the shoe for it.
Yeah.
She got the shoe for it. She got the outfit. She made the doll for a doll and a balloon.
I love it.
and she did all this
Canadian,
Wow.
is that crochet or is that knitted?
crochet.
Crochet.
Oh, crochet.
That has to be
Okay.
crochet. I know the pattern that there that she's using. That's not knitting at all.
Yeah.
Not like that. No.
Honey,
That's my
'Cause
goal
remember,
this year to learn.
no, I want to show
Okay.
your face.
Come on,
Come.
Yeah, Jeannie, I
Doesn't
did
matter.
crochet
Who wear
in
shirt?
high
Who wear
school.
shirt? Doesn't matter.
I think it was 10th grade and
I'm
11th.
glad my
There was a
wife said
class,
they can come on.
and I learned it. They
No,
made
come
the
around.
boys do it too.
Come
So we had to
around.
learn that stuff. So yeah.
I'm my wife's biggest cheerleader. Sometimes she don't like me doing this, but
I love it.
she is that gifted. She is that gifted.
The cheerleader. I'd probably be her biggest cheerleader too. More likely.
Remove it. Let them see her face. Come on. Let them see the artist. That's my wife. She's too shy. It's all her creation. I'm sorry. You go to her Facebook
I love
page.
it.
Yeah,
Look
it's
at
really, really
I'm
good.
a fellow knitter.
Did all her creation. And here the
I
funny
love
They're all
about it.
nice.
If she get an idea, almost in
She
one
just-
day she completed it.
Yep.
From morning all the way to night. Even watching our grandson on top of I told my wife, you're a freak. You do things so quick and learn things so quick. It's not even funny.
That's beautiful, princess. That's a really cute idea.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna contact Black David too, because I'm like, when I get married to my wife, like I want you to send me. I'll pay for it.
Oh, she made an outfit for a fellow brother of mine in my former church, where he did the design for for his shirt and everything. And yo, they loved it. I will put it on the private chat right now. I told my wife several times, I'll put you out there. I could care less.
Got you.
You go
She's
to her
like-
page. I didn't put it right there. You go to her page. I'm telling you. She and my wife complain, oh, not enough. I told my wife I'm gonna be a bigger cheerleader. I've been that way for 10 years and counting. So what's the point?
No, that's the way to be.
She's that good.
She is that good.
This face
I hope
mask,
she understands that.
This is a
she
old
made me
one.
she made me the hat.
Oh,
She do
wow.
all these.
The
It's
old
all her
silver
work.
surfer. Yeah.
All your chef's hats?
All her. She did it. I'm not gonna lie. I keep telling my wife she's gifted. She can sew, she can create, she can cook, she can do hair. Like, come on. What can I say?
You're good.
Oh, yeah, she's really, really good. I'll give her that. And also, I gotta show some love to the creator of Devilman. This is also another one of his creations.
Man, that's an iconic series right now. I know he did so much. Cutie
Mhm.
Honey.
Yep.
Hey, that one. You know,
That one's pretty
Certain-
crazy.
certain people cannot watch around certain people.
Certain people can't watch it, but like they redid the animation for it and everything. Like Devilman, it's pretty crazy. I didn't know it was that dark. Like it's just as dark as Devilman, but Devilman is more darker, but this is still dark.
It's still dark, and that's why
Yeah.
I had appreciation for anime because anime not for kids.
It's really not.
I mean, enjoy it a bit.
No,
It's not.
it's cartoons for adults.
But what drives
That's
me
really
nuts
what it
is-
is.
It was driving nuts, Takachi. You know that's why I'm saying that. If you go to Japan, their subway go hard. They did a whole complete train to honor One Piece, to honor Naruto. They have so much. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
there is a multi-billion-dollar making business.
Yes, and I would be in that business because I love it. Would do it.
They made ramen noodle based on the anime. I was like, who does that?
That's awesome.
Oh,
Jenny, I'm serious. If you find the time to look for these Japanese programming and see what they made, what kind of merchandise they made for these different anime, they were the
Everybody.
ramen noodle.
ramen. These are my instructions to make my tonkotsu ramen, and I made a batch last week. It was delicious in my own home.
They
I
are
told
food
you.
made based on anime. That's how crazy they went with it. I was like, you're joking, right?
Shokugeki no Soma. Oh my.
Yeah, man,
There's actually one recipe I'm gonna make out of that series, and I can actually make it. I just gotta get
You're
the.
speaking a different language to me. I'm learning. I'm absorbing.
Jenny, you know Manhattan, right? You know how Manhattan is, right?
Yes.
There's a few noodle shops in Manhattan. that you had to be there at a certain time before they close because they don't stay open all hours. There's one called Let's Walk, and they make ramen noodles.
That's
They
all
had
they
a
make.
long Japanese style, the way it's supposed to be made. There's
Hmm.
another one near Times Square where it's really good, but the price is somehow. But if you pass by and you get a whiff of it, you were like, "Whoa!"
You're like,
Yep.
turn around.
Yeah, but when I look at the price, I was like, "Okay, I'm on a budget." So that might be trying to kill me. Me get something to Brooklyn.
Guys, give me 1 minute. I gotta go put something in the dryer. I need it
No
for
problem.
midnight. Be
No,
right
when
back.
I
Right.
once I'm done with this, I gotta go do laundry. You doing laundry before me? Yep, in the house. I gotta do outside the house laundry.
Right.
No, I have to get his uniform. I'll be right back.
No problem.
No, I got you. Like I said, we'll be on. We'll be on for another 20 minutes. I'm pissed. I got to work tomorrow.
I'm
But
glad I'm off on weekends. I'm glad. But
yeah, this is the first
honestly,
time
I'm glad
I'm off
about it
on
because
Saturday. Mhm.
the industry I'm working for is the auto industry. So they're mostly working from Monday to Friday, unless you're supporting the factories. Now, the factory are hit hard due to the chip shortage. You
Yeah.
and I both know this very well. It not only hit hard, the gaming industry is hit hard by the chip shortage because the price for video card went to the video card I wanted was the Asus ROG RTX 3080 Ti, right?
Yeah.
The MSR price was about $800 $900, right? The scalper limit went double. So now to get a decent video card, it's almost $2,000.
Damn.
One important piece of a PC going that high, all because of scalpers and Bitcoin mining.
Mm, wow. 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 How much should it, yo, man? Yo, you'd be a broke ass bastard if you was poor to try to afford any of this. I'm not broke or anything, but I'm like, when I think about it, I'm
But
like, yo,
but this is why I think this is why when people try to talk about Mac PC, there's nothing good about Mac computer to me. There's nothing.
yeah.
There's a
Hmm.
bunch of YouTube channel I go and just I'm sorry, I'm a computer junkie nerd.
No, it's
I like
cool.
to watch custom made PC built to the finest with different idea and design, and you were like, but even though I'm watching it, a lot more international people doing it, either Korean or Japanese
Japanese
are
or
doing it right now more than
I've seen
ever,
I've seen some black brothers build
or
it.
people in the Philippines are doing it more than ever.
There they are.
Then you have one or two guys from Australia doing it. But what I noticed among YouTube channel, YouTube Street, no like a black guys are doing it.
Mm-mm.
But I build PC, but I know there's so much money you can do just showcase your talent, but you need a lot of capital.
Right.
PC part,
You definitely do.
where you gonna find it? I show you got my PC. It's 80% done. When I say 80%, because it's not how I want it to be. There's so much I want to do on it, but I can't because of budget. I love to put looking cool all the way through, but I can't. I need a space. I need my area. Like you watch it, you see people that had a huge table. They got cameras. They're taking things apart to make sure. You know what I mean?
Do you find it a little difficult with after COVID with finding parts?
Finding part after COVID, yeah. The reason why, for one, it's not hard to find a motherboard. It's not hard to find a processor.
But
It's
certain
not too hard.
pieces?
Do you want to buy the motherboard or the CPU, the processor? It's not gonna be too hard. It might be a little pricey, but not too
Mm-hmm.
hard. RAMs, not that hard. Depending on how far you want to go with it. Hard drive, either you do mechanical hard drive, solid hard drive. There's some good prices. It's the video card that hurt people the most. There are all different types of case out there, but due to the cases, quality and flexibility matters a lot.
Right.
Now, if you and I know there's only two major processors out there: the Intel and the AMD. Intel, you can go without you can go without a video card for the meantime, but you can play high end games on it
Okay.
because of it. You need a video card to play high end games. But for AMD, you got to have a video card that works well with it,
Okay.
based on the processor. And due to the scapula, they made it real bad. You got people who wait online in front of you store like Micro Center, PC Richard, or Best Buy to buy multiple video cards just to come on Facebook Marketplace or eBay or anywhere and sell it for twice the price, which is
Okay.
crazy. Now, I'm not into crypto mining because I find it a scam. Because I ask people a lot of times who have done it before, how much money do you make after
Everything.
the cost you put into it, from the electrical bill to keeping it cool and everything? What was your profit margin? All I got was a big massive question mark. No one to tell
The
me anything.
Riddler.
Oh yeah.
The
You notice
Riddler.
that?
Riddle me this, you know?
No one can tell me their profit margin. But you find people selling their pot on the web now because they can't do it no more. They find it was too costly. So I wonder, why would everybody building the crypto mine for? China's are breaking down on them right now. The Philippines are breaking down on these people right now. So the value of the Bitcoin is going because of that. The access to good video cards is going crazy right now.
Dude.
Is it because of the chips they have inside them, or there's a certain
Yeah.
like component?
When their
Okay.
chip shortage, the chip shortage, it did affect the video card manufacturing, but it affect more the auto industry and where the appliance. All the
Okay.
smart TV, all the smart cars, and etc. They use chips as well as cell phone.
Yep.
Now, when you don't have a lot of workers working in the plant because of COVID, what can you do? Then
Yeah.
not only that, where you get the resources from it, coming from Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Who's taking the risk to go to the mine, hoping they don't catch COVID while they're working in the mine? It's a tyranny action.
Yeah, it
I
is.
work, I, I work for the auto industry company, which one of the corporate headquarters is located in Sandy Spring, Georgia, but their hub is in Portland, Oregon. Why Portland? I don't know. Why can't I go to Detroit? I'll be fine. I don't know. I don't want to mention the name of the company because I don't want nobody to catch me over there. Oh, I'm putting company business out there like that. But as I've seen these things, I'm like, man, I hope it. For the food here? Okay, give me a moment. I have to. Remember, I
You
had to
have
cut the
to.
show real short because family here. They want me to get one of these done.
Of course,
I
I
hope you
understand.
guys check out my wife page, business page, because she had it for me. She's done a lot of things, and I'm telling you guys, she's really good at what she does. How can I? You hear my wife? Guys, what happened to everybody? Oh,
I'm here. Don't worry.
yeah. I have to leave real soon because I gotta do my husband and father duty. But I
No,
just
no,
hope
no. No. Go ahead, bro. You're good.
anything. I'm glad I'm able to answer all you guys' questions. I enjoy the interview and everything. I hope you guys check out my white page if you could. I know I put it in the private chat. I'm sure Jay will put it out there, maybe in this video sooner or later,
Definitely.
because I would love to have another time like this because it's
Yeah.
fun, it's relaxing.
Next time after
Def-
you eat, we're gonna have the '80s conversation.
oh, no, no, no. Yeah,
Oh,
we gotta have a 80s and 90s conversation.
Yeah.
And see, the thing is, I gotta get my brother on here so he can speak about the 80s because he was born in the 80s, so he can actually talk about that.
I'm
Me
born
I'm
in
a
the
too.
90.
'70s.
I'm a 90 kid, so he can talk about the 80s. I can talk about the 90s a little bit.
I'm a
But
late
yeah.
'70s baby, but I
Yeah.
was heavy on the '80s cartoons. There was a lot of
Mm-hmm.
'80s cartoons that I was
Uh,
mad
what was
about.
it?
They
Space
cut
Space
everything short.
Canadian, me and you
Ghost.
are just like 4 years apart, I think.
Yeah.
We're right there.
They were Turbo.
I remember Turbo.
Hold on, wait. What was the? I can't remember the. I can't remember the one show with the dogs. Rover, Red Rover, something like that. Dogs.
No, I
I
remember
can't
that
remember.
one. I remember
That
that
was
the
a.
school program. I remember
That's
the
old
Care
school
Bear,
Cartoon
the
Network.
Gummy Bear, Dr.
Gummy
I remember the
Bears.
Gummy Bears. I remember the Gummy
Yes.
Bears.
Chip and Dale's. The
I know
Centurion,
Jim.
Power
Hanna-Barbera.
Extreme.
Hanna, yeah,
You had
Hanna Barbera stuff.
all the
Uh,
Hanna-Barberas, the Wacky
yeah, like
Races.
the
What? They were the
Centurions,
clapping?
Wacky Races, Penelope
What?
Pit Stop.
Yep,
I remember all that. That
I
was
What
one
enjoyed
about
that.
gorgeous
Comet?
blonde girl. I'll admit to that. Cartoon or not,
Yo, a lot of
I can
guys in
admit to
school
that.
had a cut of Penelope. I was like, she
Oh,
ain't
what is
all
that?
that.
Josie,
She's
Josie. Oh
alright.
wait, Josie and the Pussycats. I remember that. The only
That was
sister
better.
that was
That
in
was
there.
better.
I
That
Yeah,
like
was
that was
better.
Gem.
better. I love the
Gem?
music in that.
I wasn't
Yeah.
feeling Gem. Gem was feeling like Bobby
Gem was
ish.
the only thing I could watch at 6 o'clock in the morning. It was that.
Gem was feeling Bobby ish. I'm sorry.
It was Barbie-ish. You know.
Gem. I was like, okay, you know what? I said that. I was like, where's my Darkwing Duck right now? The Dark Knight was good. RoboCop. They had a cop. They had another one called Cops. But one cop
Yeah.
looked like a cyborg. There was
What else do we have? The Men in Black
yo,
cartoon. I remember that. Damn, that's some
Men in Black was okay.
old. Did a Men in Black cartoon, and then they had what else they have? That was a cartoon that was like from a movie.
Mm.
I'm trying to
I
remember.
used to watch Darkwing,
Oh,
DuckTales.
Darkwing Duck, DuckTales.
Hmm.
Oh, I love that
Hmm.
song. Every day that I love that song.
There was
That's a
one
good
other
song.
cartoon that I think was controversial. They took it off. It was very promising. I forgot what it was.
Let's
I
see.
remember I was in the 5th grade, and we were mad about why they took it off. We was doing so good. Did a lot. I might have research on that one. Now you got me want to do a little homework of all the
Yeah.
80
I,
I'll
cartoons.
do
see,
homework too.
no, hold on. What else we got? We have Freakazoid. I remember Freakazoid. That
Rescue
was the
Rangers.
Rescue Rangers. I love Rescue Rangers. Chip and Dale.
Rescue Gang Rescue Gang with a spin of Chip and Dale's.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Chip and Dale. Spell Chip and Dale. That was a
And then
good
you
Chip and
had
Dale Rescue Ranger.
Tailspin right after.
Tailspin,
Tailspin.
Baloo.
Yeah,
Jungle
I love
Book.
Baloo.
What's it? Or Jungle Book Tales. What else? What else? Tarzan show, Aladdin show, Little
Okay, let
Mermaid
me get out of here before I
show.
get beat up.
Yeah, you getting beat
Bye,
I'm
up?
love.
so thankful. I love you guys. You want to have that 80 talk and that 90 talk? I'm going to do my homework. I'll get all my
Definitely.
Okay,
lists,
we'll do it.
all
Arigato
the cool
Kyodai.
ones. And with that questioning each other, what, who remember what. All right?
Okie
Until
dokie.
then, thank you.
Good night.
You
Good night.
good. You have a good night, sir. Um. All right, Jenny. Don't worry. I'll be on for a good. If you have any questions for me before I end anything, I'm on.
No, just enjoying you guys. It was nice to
No.
hear you guys talk.
Oh, thank you. I don't know. I don't know why, but my internet does this thing now where it cuts me off. Like it did the same thing last night. I never had this problem before. My internet's not bad. Please believe it's good.
Well,
Because trust me,
mine just froze
all
up,
those streams.
so I
Yeah,
think it's
exactly. All
just.
those streams that I do all the time. How come it
Mhm.
didn't cut out after that?
I think you're saying
Because
something. They're trying to keep you quiet.
no, they can't shut me up. And listen, I was proud of that new intro I put out for everybody to check out now for this channel. I am not taking that off. I told my friend that, my dude, you didn't copyright my other stuff from a long time ago. So I'm like, no, dude, no. I already put in for fair use music. I haven't manipulated the product, so no. There's
Exactly.
no way I'm getting rid of that. I spent 2 days trying to get that shit done.
This is what I do. I consume content, and while I'm listening to you guys, I'm just knitting away whatever project I'm working on.
Oh no, trust me. Even if I'm not doing that, like I'm always working on something, like studying the Japanese again, like I'm always doing. Even though people know I speak it, I still have to practice it every day. And there might be a day that I do skip, I have to make up for it. Like I didn't speak too
That's
much
good
today, but
discipline, especially
yeah.
with language.
Mm-hmm. You gotta just know that it should be as easy as breathing at this point when you're singing it or speaking it to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell my friend, listen, that's me. That's why I like to skip stuff all the time. And there might be a day when I'm really tired and I don't feel like doing it, and I'm just like, sleep, get sleep in on your day off. Get up, just go right to it. Make sure you got a cup of tea too. It'll wake your ass up. And I'm like, okay, let's go. Spend an hour
Depends
and
which one
40
you
minutes.
have.
Yeah.
What do you drink?
I
Oolong.
drink I drink oolong tea too. I drink all types. I drink peach tea. I drink raspberry tea. I'm talking about even a hot form because you can make that
Mm-hmm.
cold. But raspberry, I love my peppermint or mint tea. That is good in the
Yeah.
morning. Like I love that. I do love green tea.
I like chamomile at night.
Caramel.
Chamomile.
Yeah. I've not guys listen. Even though I am sort of a Englishman, I have not tried the Earl Grey yet. I've not
Me
ventured
neither.
into that plane.
I've tried it. It's not. No. I
It's
could
not
live without
anything.
it.
You can live without it? Cool.
Hmm
I got to give it a taste though to make sure I ain't missing nothing.
Like when I have the green ones in the house, I'll try mango, passion fruit. They have like all different kinds of flavor for green tea. I like chamomile, ginger, turmeric, anything that I can warm up. I'm happy about it.
Right, me too. Like that. Like that's my coffee right there.
I can't have coffee anymore. I'm so sad.
Well, no, I can't have it at all because I always like the taste of tea more, hot or cold. And I'm just like, yo, give me the hot tea in the morning. Clears my throat out. I can speak and I feel better. So yeah, I'm a tea person. So whenever it says like a coffee day, like yeah, you can get coffee. I'm getting tea. Exactly. I'm getting tea, sweetheart.
That
There's a
coffee.
difference.
Oh my God. That conversation was fire on Knowledge and Relationships channel, all about coffee.
Oh, don't get me started. We had I
There
jumped
was
in
no
like
need
that.
for
What was
that.
it? I jumped the last 20 minutes and they were talking about coffee like all lot. And I'm like, what? What happened? Well, what happened? What did I miss? I still didn't watch that entire stream. I'm like, so who? And I said, let's wait. So who started this whole coffee shit?
Yeah.
And I'm like, come on, guys.
It's all about a mindset, you know?
Oh, lousy freaking coffee.
You guys can go anywhere and just have a good time. It doesn't have to be about money. It doesn't have to be about status, about social place. It could just be about getting to know the person. If you really care, they could take you in a parking lot and you can have a conversation there. It has nothing to do with where you are.
And see, maybe that's why I'm a weirdo in that sense.
You know, that's my
I agree
opinion.
with you. No, I agree with you. Maybe that's why that's why I'm a weirdo and so different from people, because I can do without the whole superficial nonsense, and I prefer picnics as opposed to taking to a restaurant often not. But it's more just for you, to be honest. When I do it, because I've done it twice now to two different girls. I'm currently seeing a German woman right now. She's from Germany, and she speaks perfect English, and we've been hitting it off so far for the most part. I haven't done anything to get, and I'm pleased, by the way. She's in the countryside. She still believes in traditional values and stuff. So she hasn't been tainted by America, thank God. Because I can have a civil conversation with her. She never once brought up men at all. Thank you. Ooh, thank you. I'm not bringing up women and then because I don't care about that. I'm talking about us. I'm trying to get to know you. I don't give a damn about America or any problem relates to men and women. I don't care when I'm trying to date somebody. I do not want to have that conversation. The minute you bring it up, you start walking off. I'm like, okay. I scratch my head like, okay, why'd you have to do that? I'll give you one more chance. If you bring it up again, then I'm like, all right, I'm out. I just say thank you for your time. You have a nice day. That's how I do it.
Just keep it moving.
Yeah, but no, overall, she's a nice lady.
That's awesome.
She's only 1 year older than me. 31. I'm 30, so I'm cool for the most part. Which is rare because she works out. She goes to the gym a lot, and she's a country girl. What's not to like?
Perfect.
I got people who are country in my family, so I can handle country girls. Those are different. If I was a city boy, yeah, that wouldn't happen.
Yeah, do you like to do what for fun? What? Nah.
Yeah, city. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of wild.
I was born here, but raised on the island, so I enjoy the country life. You know.
Just okay. There we go.
I enjoy the country life. I was raised with my grandma, so too many kids in the house, and everybody had a role to play. If you didn't do your role, you didn't eat.
Same here. Same in my I'm not saying my country, but more in my house. You cut that yard, no dessert for you, or better you go out to eat something you don't want to eat, and I'm like, oh, yeah. I did that. Don't worry. It was a way of disciplining me. It was my father was trying to teach me, but I willingly like to cut the grass because I was always bored. So I had a need of doing work to keep me from being bored because the games can only hold you up for so long. To be honest, that's why I said you always got to do something different. At least especially when it comes to like meeting different people from different cultures, which is what I really love doing. Like speaking to people from like their experiences, like I did with my man, a Canadian born in Nigeria, man, he's freaking awesome from Nigeria itself, and also talks to me about their culture and stuff. I love hearing about all different aspects of that. I am tired of hearing about America. Exactly. I don't give a damn about America. I don't give a damn about hearing anything about America. I do not give a damn. I want to hear other people outside.
I like to try new people's cultures. I like to try their food. I'm very risque when it comes to that. I just want to try it. I want to see what it's all about.
I'm the same way. You tell him, man. When I go to Japan, I'm probably never gonna come back. I'm just gonna stay there and eat all the food. Food. Oh man, my friends have become addicted.
That's
I will. I'll do that. Yeah, I will too. But my friends won't shut up about it. I'm like, dude, don't say shit to me about that food over there until I get the hell over there. I've already had a basket of ramen, so I'm not gonna have that when I get there. I'm gonna have something else. I'm gonna have the other stuff before I get to that. Exactly.
Just stay away from the blowfish, okay? Stay away from any of that stuff.
Poison. No matter even if you cook it.
They're like, oh, it tingles while it goes down. Nah, I'm all set. I'll take your word for it.
Take your word for it. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I can't ever eat no blowfish, but I will eat I'll eat the freaking eel. The eel is so good.
I had eel last year all the time. I like it.
I think I like eel probably more than sushi, honestly, if I'm gonna be real. I think I kind of like eel a little bit more. And that's rare for me to say that.
So I don't know what it tastes like cooked. I've only
you've never cooked it?
Steamed. No.
Oh, okay. Well, I had it fresh and it was just amazing. And I'm just like, yo, that was freaking really good. They just chop it up a little bit. I don't know if they seasoned it or whatever they did, but that thing tasted freaking awesome. And I'm like, yo, forget the freaking gyoza dumplings, man. Give me the freaking eel with my freaking ramen. This is better. Like I never felt so relaxed.
I'll take you up on that offer. I'll definitely try it next time.
Try it out. I would say try it out one time, at least. Because I think another thing I've tried out was Korean barbecue place. That was really good. There's some good stuff there. Yep. Rare. I've never been to one. And that was my first time going to one. And I was like, yo, $60 for all this? And I was like, okay, I'll take it. Fuck it. And then, like I said, it wasn't really expensive. It tasted really good. It was worth it.
Yeah.
Shoot, man, you ever freaking cook?
It's very well seasoned and it's very rich. I like the flavors.
Oh, definitely. And not to mention, it gets very, very addictive. One of my favorite words, addictive. That Japanese food is addictive. Korean food is addictive. Oh, yeah. Don't get me started on the freaking crawfish of Louisiana. Oh God. The first time you ever have a po' boy and New Orleans, I tell you, you're gonna destroy it. Yeah, you gotta try one.
That's a trip that I want to take with my husband. I want to go down there and just experience it. Not during Mardi Gras because that's not gonna happen. But
it's a little too wild.
Definitely more towards like May, June area time frame, and just like have a few days just with him over there. I love the culture. I love the history of that city. So I'm looking forward to that.
Definitely, Jenny. I don't know what my next stream will be. I gotta figure it out. It'll probably be a chill out session. It'll be a break period because I did the K-pop this Saturday, and then I did that not Saturday, and this Friday, and then I did this Saturday. So it's gonna be a breathing period for my other channel, so I can do stuff for that. My anime one, so I can gotta go to all those. I'm gonna be doing collabs with people on that too. And my best friend, my brother, we're gonna get him on. He has the rewatch Kill Kill again, so we can talk about it. I know the whole series in my brain, and I can talk about everything. But yeah, we're gonna be getting that going over there because I kind of need. I only have 5 subscribers, so I'm trying to get more. On that one, I have more subscribers here than I do on my anime channel.
Well, before you end the live stream, drop the other channel in the chat.
All right, I'm gonna put it on these guys real quick before I go. Thank you so much. Jenny, is there anything you'd like to ask, or is there anything you'd like to for a topic that you like to talk about that I can set up?
Me? Anything
Yep,
with
you.
food, music, dance,
Okay, I love her. We can do that.
80s, 90s, that those type of topics, those are like feel good for me.
Okay,
Like,
we can do that. Food, I can do one on food. We can do that. Make sure you have some. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do for that. Just so I can prepare. Talking about that might get me hungry, so I might actually bring a plate before we get started. Is what I'm gonna do.
take your
And
phone
it's gonna
with
be
you and take pictures of the ones that you really like you enjoy the most.
yeah. I'm gonna have to because oh my
And
goodness.
ask Princess about like the Korean
The Korean
cuisine,
entrees, yeah,
what she likes the best, and that would be awesome to hear you two, have a conversation about that.
definitely. Yeah, we're gonna trust me. We're gonna have everybody in there to talk about that. I'm gonna copy and paste it here in the chat for you guys, and
Awesome.
I'm gonna be putting up more that week. I got a lot of
Well
work
then,
to do.
I'll go to the chat and thank you for
I
having me
swear.
on.
Domo arigato.
Good night, sunshine.
All right. Konbawa. Oh no. Oyasumi. Oyasumi. That's how you say it. Good night. Oyasumi is good night.
Oyasumi.
Yes. There you go.
There we
All
go.
right. You guys have. All right. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
All right, everybody. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the interview, enjoyed the after talk, and my man, born Canadian, Nigerian, and Jenny. Thanks to you both for being on the panel. This has been Jay Takashi. Glory days, glory nights. And remember the difference between rage and serenity, aka peace and serenity. Strive for that and have a nice night. Oyasumi nasai.